top of the morning. Round, what's going on? Where my lords at? What is going on? Let's talk to the people right quick. Lord Metroid, appropriately in the round, what's going on? Let me know how my levels are sounding. My boy David J. Almost is in the building with the full government out there. Select Bang, what's going on? Hustle in there. I see you. Next, what's up? Let me know if my levels is good. Javier McCain, what's going on, brother? What's going on, man? Boricua's in the house. I see you. Let me know how the levels is. Make sure I'm crispy out here, not loud enough for y'all. I appreciate you, Hustle. Get you in a few minutes. Just want to talk to the realm real quick. RRD, what up? What's going on this Sunday morning? Church is a service. Yo, real quick, thank you, RD. What's going on? BK Born Gaming. I see you. Yeah, real quick. Some lords might be out today. You know what I'm saying? We got my boy. You know what I'm saying? Addict is still going through it. Hustle with Noel. He's been battling this kind of like wisdom tooth egg thing going on. So pretty sure we might not get Addict today. And it's all last minute. It might be a last minute scratch. We'll see. Because he got some family stuff going on. But yeah, man, other than that, the King should pull up. I spoke to the King earlier. And we spoke to, of course, our esteemed guest, Hustle and Motivate, and Mr. BoomstickXL. We still have a banging show. Gonna be fire. Yeah, I see that MetroidDread talk. We're gonna talk about that. Battlefield, all that good stuff. Bogus Creek, what up? The man with the plan. What's going on? Salute. So look, we're gonna get some people in here, have some fun, and have a good day in the room. So I'm gonna talk to y'all in a minute.
Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't want to be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they want to compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment. They call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rings. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals. All on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. I got it. Nah, let's switch that up.
What did you do? Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm just keep that going. Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gonna hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't want to be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they want to compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment. They call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rings. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals. All on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. I got it. Nah, let's switch that up.
What did you do? Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm just
keep that going. Nah, go
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. Feeling to be your dog, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gon' hold ya, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for ya. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. Whew. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't wanna be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they wanna compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I'm addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment, they call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rains. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. Let's switch that up.
What is you doing?
What I wanna do.
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm just some super
Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. Feeling to be your dog, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gon' hold ya, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for ya. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. Whew. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't wanna be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they wanna compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I'm addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment, they call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rains. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. Let's switch that up.
What is you doing?
What I wanna do.
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm just
Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. Feeling to be your dog, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gon' hold ya, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for ya. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. Whew. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't wanna be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they wanna compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I'm addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment, they call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rains. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. Let's switch that up.
What is you doing?
What I wanna do.
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm just
Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. Feeling to be your dog, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gon' hold ya, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for ya. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. Whew. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't want to be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they want to compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment, they call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rains. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter but I'm anti-social. Love my city but I'm still bi-coastal. Let's switch that up.
What is you doing?
What I wanna do.
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm
Keep
just
that
super
going. Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gonna hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't want to be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they want to compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment, they call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rains. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter but I'm anti-social. Love my city but I'm still bi-coastal. Let's switch that up.
What is you doing?
What I wanna do.
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm
Keep
just
that
super
going. Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gonna hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't want to be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they want to compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment, they call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rains. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter but I'm anti-social. Love my city but I'm still bi-coastal. Let's switch that up.
What is you doing?
What I wanna do.
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm just
Keep
super
that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gonna hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So, look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't want to be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they want to compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment. They call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rings. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals. All on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. Let's switch that up.
What is you doing?
What I wanna do
Don't
here.
stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm
Keep
just
that
super
going. Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gonna hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So, look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't want to be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they want to compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment. They call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rings. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals. All on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. Let's switch that up.
What is you
What I
doing?
wanna do
Don't
here.
stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm just
Keep
super
that going. Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gonna hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. I'ma just chill and watch them and eat snacks in the attic. I wanted to chill with the pack and be like a young wolf, but then they would mistake me for addict. If I can imagine it's cool to give you some advice, then invite your girl to your squadron. Cause if you don't give her that option, you gon' be single player like Sovereign. You gon' get tossed in the bushes by King David. Royalty and not a pretender. Detrimental to an elemental, what's an avatar to a knee bender? I gotta be me though. I know it's my destiny, word to Cognito. Who cares if you fly, if you still a mosquito? You swear you ain't stuntin', but really be Steve-O. You like to collect stuff and that's cool, but I got bad news. Even if you really was that dude, King David still be the king of the statues. Since a juvenile, I've been cursed with a curse to be musical. And if you hate it, we'll meet in the crucible. Other than that, then it's cool and it's beautiful. We let you know that your dreams are pursuable. Whatever you wanna do, then it's doable. If you got work on a Sunday, it's suitable. Cause you can listen to this in your cubicle on the Lord's Day. Woo. If you got work on a Sunday, it's suitable. Cause you can listen to this in your cubicle on the Lord's Day.
All right, hear ye, and we are live. Welcome to the Iron Lords podcast, LLC, and the Lords of Gaming.net, episode number 228. It's another glorious Sunday. We're back at the round table on the Lord's Day. I'm very excited about our two special guests. And we've got Battlefield 2042 Beta, MetroidDread Impressions, JimRyan's latest interview, and King's laughing, and Chinese censorship to discuss. So we're going to get right into it. So first, I want to introduce a Lord who is not only a true friend and early supporter of the realm, but whose outstanding work ethic and compassion for his fellow content creator always provides fresh, new talented voices with the use of his very own platform to shine. Introducing the creator and host of the Double Barrel Gaming YouTube channel and host of Primetime Gaming, X-Pax Factor, and the Breakfast with Boom podcast. New York City's finest, fellow Switch Gang member, and is my right hand on the hashtag Just One Xbox movement. Live from New Rock City and making his return into the realm of the Lords, my man, Lord BoomstickXL. How we doing, sir?
Oh, I'm doing great, man. This is going to be a great show, great topics, great community. And I can officially and publicly say that you guys hitting 10K was one of the biggest highlights of 2021 for me personally, because you've been really grindstoning this since the beginning. And I remember going back and saying, hey, guys, listen, my channel is small, but I think we got to get more people out there. And we did an expose on the Iron Lords. And, man, the work that you – I mean, listen, that was nothing. Honestly, that was nothing because we were both so small back then. The work that you guys do each and every week, that you're out here is just tireless, and it's well deserved, and it's an honor to be here today.
Thank you, brother. I mean, Boom, we can't say enough positive things about you. You've always supported from day one, and then that's why part of my intro for you was like, I don't think people realize how much you've helped others. I don't really think people realize how much you've given so many new voices a platform. So yeah, man, we got to support, man. You were one of my votes for the certain game awards thing, just sort of on the record, you know what I'm saying? So,
it's funny. I appreciate that. And look, here's the thing. I've always been a community guy, right? Like my whole career as a New York City police officer was, I went back to my high school, to my project that I grew up in, and policed and, and worked with that community. So of course, I'm going to try and bring that forward to, to podcasting. And I'm going to be honest with you.
Let's go.
I'm closing in on 9,000 subs.
We got to get them there, y'all. Come on.
We're close. We're close.
We got to get Boom.
But here's the thing. Regardless of size, I think that if you are blessed enough to have a voice in this community, and it's hard, folks. YouTube is hard.
Yes,
the amount of talent that is out there is far and wide. So if you could somehow navigate those waters and find an audience, I feel it almost behooves you to go around and help others, because at some point in your YouTube career, whether you have 9,000 or 9 million subs, you started out with just one.
Talk about
it. And that is the same thing of people like Pong Soul and Mav and Boxenberger and VJ and so many people that I work with that I think, listen, again, my channel is small and I don't know what I actually did for anyone, but to be able to say that I helped someone get into the business,
for sure,
is super important, and I think more people need to do that. But I've talked enough.
Nah, you good, brother. Thank you for paving it forward again. Hustle, if you get a chance, if we could put Boom's YouTube link in the channel when you get time, and then we want to support our brother, man.
We're close. We're close. I think we're about 50 something away from 9K.
No doubt.
Come on, we got more than 50 people here. Let's get Boom past that 9K.
No doubt. Read a couple super chats before I get the next intro. Hard Out Fine, member for 6 months, half a year with my guys. Salute. And again, Hard Out Fine, Tyson, $5 super chat. Tyson Fury.
Let me read that.
Tyson
Fury. I was going for Deontay because I root for my people, but his name is Tyson Fury King.
Okay.
Yeah.
We gonna get to
It
it.
damn
We gonna get
It
to it.
damn sure is.
We gonna get to it. We gonna get to it. No doubt they ready in the realm early. Oh man, the chat's coming. Shout out to Wondering Dutch, also a member of Primetime Gaming, £5
Yes,
super
sir.
chat. Shout
What up,
out to the
Dutch?
boss man, Mr. BoomstickXL, and the Lord, and hashtag the Lord's Day. Much love to both for the opportunities. You already know. Much love to you, Dutch. Good dude. Neo Mental, $5 super chat. That's the bro right there.
That's my brother.
Iron sharpens iron. You already know. Oh, Taza Wooch. Oh, come on, brother. You showing
Yeah.
tremendous love. Salute
Wow.
on the 10K, $100 super chat. Salute on the 10K subs, Iron Lords. Much success and love to the realm. King, I will hit you up, but grief hits us all differently. Onward and upward to the realm. First of all, salute to that brother. He was going through it. He lost someone very close to him. The fact that he's here and he's been a supporter for as long as he has.
Yes,
Again,
sir.
we can't even say any more to you, brother. Thank you so much. And Big Cloud Gaming. Oh, salute. $5 super
my
chat.
brother.
My brother Boom in the building. Salute to the Lords. Yo, King, that Wilder fight was a war. 10 out of 10
Yeah.
performance from both men.
We gonna get into that.
You already know, and thank you, Hustle, for putting that in there for Boom. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button on Boom. Let's get him to 9K for this show, man. He always pushes other people forward. Let's push him forward. And of course, we have a Lord who is no stranger to the realm of the ILP, and whose namesake alone is truly an accurate representation of what it takes to succeed within the gaming content creator space. Introducing the creator and host of the Hustle and Motivate YouTube and Twitch channels, plus the co-host of The Addict Show on ILP, the Lord of Physical Media and Retro Game Receipts, and is the leader of the Hustle Hard Gaming Movement, live from the DMV and making his return into the realm of the Lords. My man, Lord Hustle and Motivate. How we doing, sir?
So hard, but before I even get into anything that I'm doing, we got another $100 super chat from everybody's big homie, Smitty Smith.
Yes.
my dude.
Well, LordCognito, hold on, wait, make sure I get it right. Well, LordCognito, wait. When LordCognito sends out a call to arms to the realm, make sure I get it right, y'all.
Got it.
We rise and respond. Lord Sinister, the realm has your back.
Salute.
Shout out to Smitty.
Thank
Hey,
y'all.
man.
Blessings. We're
Bless
going to
up.
definitely address that soon as we finish the intro. Smitty, that was love. Thank you for that. Really appreciate it. And again, we won't get
Indeed.
into the specifics, but there is a link in the description for the actual GoFundMe that we're doing for Lord Sinister. We'll get into the details a little bit later. But Smitty, thank you for that. Much love. Words can't express, but Lord,
Thank you.
hustle and motivate, man. Oh,
Yes.
Good to have you back in the round. Feel like I haven't seen you, what is it, a day ago on RGT?
Yeah, all for the whole 24 hours,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Shout out to Big Cloud and
Shout out to
Blaze
Big
for
Cloud in
having
the
us
building.
on RGT.
Yes.
I see one of my up and coming content creators in the chat, the Sly Crow.
Yes.
Like Mr. Boomstick, I often champion people in our community as well. The Sly Crow has a podcast called The Crow's Nest.
Okay.
Please go check that
Okay.
man out, man.
No
Just click
doubt.
on his name and look it up through the YouTube. Go check that man out. He is really doing his thing out here. Oh, I'm doing great. By the way, I'm doing phenomenal because, bow, I only got one of my childhood memories
dude.
back.
Ooh, that's
On the
street.
GameCube.
Let's go.
Yeah. Streets
That's
Volume
right.
2
So good.
with the legendary DJ Barbito Garcia.
Yes.
Also known as the DJ Cucumber Slice,
Woo!
man. Like,
Yep.
Taking
put some
it
respect
back.
on that, man. Put some
Yep.
respect.
Put
on
some
him.
respect
That's
on
the-
Cucumber. Let's go.
That was the first game to where commentary was implemented correctly.
Yes.
Unlike WWF SmackDown, just bring
Yeah.
it the way it was. You could tell that was canned there.
Yeah.
This was an organic feeling. It kind of made me really want to like go visit New York, man. Go play in the
Gotta come
cage
through,
and play on those different.
bro, iconic
got the
spots,
roll.
bro.
I was
Yes,
just
yes,
at
sir.
Rucker yesterday.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm doing phenomenal, man. Like I said, again, I'm happy to be here. I want to send prayers out to everybody who's going through something at the moment. Like this is,
Yeah.
what we're going through isn't easy.
Yes.
And the one thing that I can always try to tell people to do, like in terms of COVID, put your mask on, dog.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank
You're
you.
protecting yourself. You're protecting other people. Get vaccinated.
I feel you.
Whether you believe in it or not, I'm vaccinated. I got my booster shot coming up too.
I feel you,
Get
bro.
all that together, dog. We supposed to,
Mhm.
want to. if you're not doing it for yourself, do it for the people around you.
Respect.
At the very least.
Respectfully.
At the very least.
Respectfully. No doubt. You already know Hustle's good to have you up in here. We got another one coming through. Looks like, I can't pronounce it. Gameonomics, looks like. With, I don't know what currency that is.
Me either.
But yes, dude, bow to the lords. So Game Pass users got early access to Battlefield 2042 beta, same as pre-order people. Can we expect Battlefield 2042 to land on Game Pass day one? We will address. You already know, man. But thank you for that. So look, man, we have a couple of lords down. I want the realm to send some love out to two of the lords. The four horsemen is kind of split today. So first, let's send some love out to Lord Addict. Definitely not feeling well. He actually Hustle, he actually canceled Addict show midstream, like halfway through. He's been going through a vicious toothache, wisdom tooth type of situation. I had it before. That's one of the worst pains ever. Send some love to Addict. You know what I mean? He's going through it. We're trying to get that appointment moved up, so we could the brother could get seen, and then send some love to Solve. There's a chance he may make it, but I don't want to put him in a spot. He's got some family stuff going on, so send some love to Solve. You know what I'm saying? Send some love to Addict, but we still got the Incredible Hulk of this, a.k.a. the XS Gamer.
Ooh.
The prophet of Xbox.
Swami.
King of the style, King of the statues, who demands nothing less than that premium experience. It is the leader of the fraud alert movement.
Ooh.
Beloved. Lord King, how we doing, sir?
Oh, you guys know exactly how I'm doing.
Ooh, fight night.
So last night, I'm not gonna lie, man.
Let's get
$79.
Ooh.
Boy,
Yeah.
it hit different when you see the $79 pop up and you want to say yes or no. But I ain't gonna lie. If I missed it, I would have killed myself. Pause.
Same.
So the undercard looked like the worst undercard ever, right? It looked like literally the worst undercard. But whoever was the matchmaker for this undercard did a magnificent job all the way through and led off right before the main event with a very strategic fight with Sanchez and Edon. That fight was so good that, and a lot of dudes was kind of pissed off because the other fights ended in knockouts. A good matchmaker understands that you pair up people of equal skill right before the main event,
no doubt,
to get some rounds in. All right,
let's get to
the main.
Let's get to it.
You know, I'm going for Deontay Wilder over the alleged.
You had some accusations out there in these streets, King.
No, but I mean, he said it himself. You know what I'm saying? The alleged substance abuser. Anyway, but I'm going to tell you this.
Yes.
When you see, and I told you the winner was going to want to have to die in that ring. Both men was willing to die in that ring yesterday.
Yes, sir.
But only one man got the kill. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I saw, because, my girl started screaming when she's like, baby, he in trouble. He in trouble. He in trouble. When he caught Fury with that punch, I said, on Ra himself.
I thought it was on too. I was like, oh, he got him.
On Ra himself.
Yes.
You can't take away what God giveth, and God giveth that man the power to put people to sleep.
That is true.
Night, sleepy time.
That is true.
He caught him. Boy said, oh, where's my legs at? He said, and I will proceed to sit down over here.
Yeah.
Then he hit him with the next joint. And I was like, and I told you, it's going to be over.
You was looking right for a minute.
He gave his soul in that round.
Yes.
And he was dejected.
Yeah.
It took at least for him 3 rounds to get his soul back. But I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Tyson Fury is probably the biggest, most skillful, sloppy dude I've ever seen in my life.
Why I gotta be the backhand slander?
Well, I mean, the whole fight, he fighting one Chicho out. I mean, you can't be beat by a dude with one Chicho out. Like, he got one Chicho hanging out the back. If y'all go watch the fight,
respect his physique, King. Respect.
Listen, I don't care how you do it. You put down the dude that looked like Adrian Adonis.
True.
You put him down. The dude with the skinny legs.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. For all you up and coming fighters, road work means a lot.
Yes.
I saw Deontay Wilder, and I said, this man did not jog one day.
Bro, what's up with the extra weight? Like we doing the bodybuilding? What we doing?
I understand that he felt that he needed, because Fury was leaning on him the whole fight.
Yeah. Yes.
And if
Big
he
man
didn't
tactic.
if he didn't put on that extra weight to come in there at I think it was 238, his highest weight ever. If he didn't have that extra weight, Fury was leaning on his neck. Deontay did a lot of things that he always does wrong. I don't care who your trainer is. I don't care what's going on. You're going to go back to your old habits. Tyson Fury is the Gypsy King.
Yes.
Tyson Fury earned everything. It was a point in a fight when Deontay hit him flush in the face.
Yes.
I think it was like the 9th or 10th
Yes,
round.
I remember that.
And I saw him bite down on his mouthpiece. And I said, that's the champion.
That's
right
the champ.
there.
Yeah, you
He
can see
took
it.
that right hand.
Yeah, I
Yes.
got to jump in real quick because it was a wild fight. It was one of those situations like what you just said, and I'm like, you know what? I can't miss this. This feel like the event of the year. I gotta put that bread down. So I go watch it, and it's funny, like you said. Like to me, it was just it's natural skill and talent versus you know what I'm saying, natural talent versus raw talent, and you know what I'm saying versus the power stuff. And the thing about it was that like the fact that Deontay Wilder could get away. I'm gonna be honest with you,
looking as bad
as he and I'm tweeting, I'm like, why this man running around with 1 HP and he's still like he got no energy. I'm like, yo, how is he even standing? So credit to him for even still
getting that long.
Yes,
to get that long into the fight.
Right, and
rounds.
The other thing I noticed about him though, because he looks like he's dead, but if he catches you.
It's over. He gets alive.
He gets like all his energy comes back.
Every time he caught Fury, it was like
yeah, and I'm like, yo, you just looked dead on your feet the whole match, but as soon as you get one, you could tell. And it's like if somebody need to teach that boy uppercut on the inside.
No, okay. Let me tell you something. Those are the two best heavyweights that you saw in the world.
For sure.
If Anthony Joshua gets in the ring with any one of those two,
I'm done with him. Yeah.
Good night, Irene. Usyk is too small for either one of them. So what you have, you have a situation where I don't think Deontay fights again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something, King. I'm gonna tell you something, King. Poor sportsmanship.
Yeah, that was bad.
Will stain you for the rest of your life.
Bad.
Yep.
Yeah.
That man went over. You shared blood with that man. You and that man have fought 3 fights. You have made money. You have fed your families. You have put food on the table. You have gave countless moments of entertainment. And you could not walk over to that man and say, thank you for the opportunity for giving me the chance to try to win back my title. I mean, whatever was said before the fight, that's here and there. But you as a fighter understand what it takes to get up that road. And that man stood up to your best because I don't want to hear anything.
Any excuses.
There was no cheating. There was no nothing.
Cheating. And he can't blame the dude for throwing the towel. He wanted to go out on the shield, right?
Yeah,
he went on your shield.
His shield was on the floor. He was on the floor with his shield. Him and his shield was down there.
Yes.
But this man walked out the ring. This is where Anthony Joshua will always have my respect.
Oh, for sure.
He lost that fight with Alexander Usyk and stood there as a champion, gave his respect.
For sure.
Said, I'll come back and fight another day. Today wasn't my night. Whatever the hell
you
it
got
was.
to say,
But you don't do that, champ, and it's going to stain you because you're going to look like a sore loser, a poor sports. So I'm here today taking all your heat because I was front lining for you, dude. I put my video up. I gave my prediction, 10 round. And I thought the horsehair, and I noticed the gloves was not horsehair. I was so pissed off. But again, guys, great fight. Everybody that did watch the fight and everybody that did get at me. Oh, y'all was looking for my knees.
Yes, sir. The knees, we were looking.
No, nobody took a bet.
Nobody bet. Yeah, that's right. True. Nobody.
I was yelling out bet, and dude was like, but they see me after the fight. I want your knees.
Oh, so there's a word I can't say it. We call it type of betting that is. But
it's called butt cheek betting.
Yeah, we know what that is. Yeah, I know you
butt cheek betting.
Yeah, we gotta put it on live. But game wise, sir, what have you been playing, sir?
Oh, yo, so this game called the Visage, right? And it dropped in Game Pass. It was a stealth drop. So I'm like, what's this Visage joint? Buddy, it is the most horrifying. Yo, first of all, shout out to the game that starts off with a man killing his wife, and they kill kids.
Oh, what's going on here?
He killed kids.
Okay.
And then shot himself.
What is going on?
But then you wake up someplace. It is, yo. What was that game? That Resident Evil that was that never launched. That was on the PlayStation 3.
PT?
Yeah. Okay. Imagine PT.
Right.
It's on Game Pass.
Okay.
Buddy.
Are you talking about Viscerage?
Yes.
Yeah.
That game is horrifying. Okay, so I was playing that. I was playing Mighty Goose. You know.
Yeah, I already know you're doing your goose. I know you're doing your goose.
Doing a little bit of trials this weekend,
No doubt.
but doing so much stuff, cleaning and doing all this stuff, so really don't have
no doubt.
time.
Let me get these.
I'm sorry. I gotta give a shout out to my sons.
Yes.
I took my sons out yesterday, and it's such of a pride for a father to see both lives. Like I have a 10-year-old and a 21-year-old. And I'm like, they look at me. There's a whole bunch of me in there. Took them to go see Venom 2.
No doubt.
Movie was, it wasn't as good as the first one to me.
Yeah.
But then I took them to the Chinese buffet.
Oh, salute to the Chinese buffet.
Yeah, of course. Game Pass. Took them to Game Pass.
You took them to
Premium on,
premium
with
experience.
the hibachi in the back.
No doubt.
So they had a good time there. But yeah, that's what I was doing yesterday.
No doubt. Shout out to Gaming Forte, Super Chat, $5 Super Chat. Some of my favorite entertainers on one podcast. Love to support every last one of you show. Plus, Boom helps out everyone, including me. Thanks, Boom.
Thanks, brother.
You
Appreciate it.
already know. And we got Hard Out Fine again, $10 Super Chat. I feel like they should have blurred out Tyson's boobs. I know it was PBV, but come on. King, any interest in the esports boxing game? My name is Hard to Find. Thank you for correcting me. Hard, because I see the two look like a 2L. Thank you. Hard to Find. My bad, brother. So you interested in esports boxing game?
Yes,
man?
of course. Anything boxing that comes across. Plus, we haven't had a good boxing game since Fight Night, so I'm waiting for that.
No doubt, no doubt. And of course, we got the gaming ninja himself, the Shinobi, LordCognito, spreading that realness in the realm of the ILP. Not telling you what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. Shout out to my brother, Mr. Matty Plays. The Fighting Duke is up. Should be free 99 in another hour or two. So check that out if you want to catch that. You know what I'm saying? If you also a part of that their Patreon at Last Stand Media, you could also check out the ultimate we did on the Halo Infinite Big Team Battle breakdown dissection. You know what I'm saying? Get that, that real good Halo talk. You know what I'm saying? So check that out when you get a chance. Last word, we had that actually on Friday. I gotta shoot out the legend, man. Tom Warren from The Verge pulled up, man. Fantastic discussion. Shout out Ebontis. Shout out Ty Guy Travers. Please check that out. That is up right now on the ILP YouTube channel. And for me, it's just been it's been Phoenix Point. I've been really rocking that hard body. That's all. The guy, the original creator of XCOM. He's got his own game, his own vision. That's
only on PC, right?
No, it's in Game Pass console, sir. Now
it's in Game Pass console.
Game Pass console. We have.
I thought it was only for.
It was at one point. You're right, though. It was at one point, but this week it kind of came out there. Obviously, Battlefield. We'll talk about MetroidDread. We'll talk about Destiny. Play a little bit of Trials and stuff like that. Shout out to Cedric H, who upgraded his membership. Salute. Put the crest
Blessings,
up.
brother.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But real quick, man. I just want to play something for the realm. Real quick, and we'll be right back. Hey guys, LordCognito here with some unfortunate news. I definitely want to speak to everyone in the realm, and as you know, ILP, we're pretty big, and we've got a lot of clan members and associates and friends, and this one goes out to one particular friend in particular from growing up from back in the day since our Channel 5 days, Lord Sinister. Many of you may be familiar with him. He's always playing Destiny with us in the ILP clan. If you played or you've been in Xbox Live party chats with me and anybody from the ILP fam, you know the Sinister name. He's always in the chats, always having fun, and it's probably helped you in a raid or two. But unfortunately, we're sad to announce that, his mother recently passed away this morning. And we definitely want to send our loves and thoughts and condolences to his family, to him, his beautiful wife and son and children. And then Obviously, his mom, which he lost suddenly. And this year's been a rough year for him, it's particularly because in April, he lost his dad to COVID complications and his grandmother as well. So if anything the realm could do, when a fallen Lord is falling down and going through a tough time, we want to reach out and we want to help as best as we can. So I'm putting this out there, call of arm to the realms to help our brother, Lord Sinister, a.k.a. Edgardo Ortiz. Good friend. I've known this kid, since back in the South Bronx, was playing games. Good guy and going through some tough times. So whatever we can do to help would be greatly appreciated and to really send off his family the right way. So it's LordCognito here. Again, any help is appreciated, and thank you for your time. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for listening to that. The link for my brother Sinister is in the description. I will put it, the GoFundMe link. If you guys, anybody could help, that would be greatly appreciated. I'm just throwing that in there right now. No one should go through what Sinister is going through right now. Brother, I see you in the chat. I'm happy that you're here. I see you right there. Everybody in the community loves you. You've always helping everybody, so it's only right that the realm come together and help you, and you've been a good friend. King, we since the Channel 5 days in the crib, South Bronx,
yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Playing the
made it to a
Tekken,
E3 with us.
Halo, you know what I'm saying? That boy's a beast, man. So we love you, bro, and don't think you're alone in this. We're not gonna let you rock out like that. But salute to my bro Sinister. But thank you, Realm, for your kindness. I want to read a super chat or two. Obviously, we got Super Cedric 8. We got you, brother. Kool-Aid 117. Xbox should state Halo Infinite is releasing early on the anniversary date of 11/15. With Battlefield delayed and COD looking weak as hell, sometimes you just gotta lay your meat on the table. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid has been around us a little bit too long.
Kool-Aid's been around too long.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
You using IOP expressions.
He said he's gonna throw it on the table and be like, oh, yeah.
Damn it, Kool-Aid. Anyway, before we get to the top, let's get into this poll. Last week's poll results are in, and the people have spoken to the question. With all the recent announcements of Xbox at TGS, were you satisfied with Microsoft's presence at the event? The winner at 45% of the vote was yes. They are making steady, long-term moves with Japanese Game Pass games, ID at Xbox, xCloud, and Localization Group. Coming in at second place, not that far, 30% of the vote was no. They are not doing enough in the region. They need to be more aggressive and not be excluded with bigger games from Japan. And in last place, with 24% of the vote, was I don't care. Y'all gonna bend the knee when Kojima pulls up in the Xbox Realm group. Salute to all the lords that participated. Lord King, you are victorious. The Realm agrees with your thought process that Xbox is doing it the right way. What say you, sir?
I say that you have to give like I'm telling Paul, you have to give these rookies a chance. Let them grow. Me and Paul is Jet fans.
Yes,
and
right now. Y'all playing in London right now, man.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Shout out to Colin. Colin Moore, he's a Jet fan too. Yeah, y'all going through
early in the morning stuff. But we have to get through the growing pains, and everybody wants them to pair up with Konami and have these giant games from Square. We have to get what we can. Right. And also grow the ground up, So again, you have to cultivate the youth, and I see them doing that, and then they understand. Okay, well, Microsoft isn't that bad. So when they do have a breakout game, who do they go to? That dude that was reaching back. You see how Boom reached back for us to pull us up into the situation. It's about each one teach one, and I'm loving the moves that what Microsoft is doing. They're reaching down to pull up younger developers while also reaching up to talk to the ones that really don't look at them that much. But, they got really good games inside Game Pass. I love what the direction they're doing, especially in that region. And all those games, this has been the biggest month for RPGs in one shot.
Yeah.
Japanese RPGs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. We're seeing games that we didn't see before, would never be on the platform.
Scarlet Nexus.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So let's.
I want to hold on.
Sorry,
I'm sorry. I want to echo King's point.
Yeah, go for it.
Cognito, the last time you were on the Addict show, remember how I said Xbox kind of needs to cultivate talent?
Yes.
And we see how they're getting with the indies and everything.
Yes.
Like this is actually how you do it. I didn't know that all of that was going on behind the scenes. So this is interesting to know, man. Like, Xbox is coming, and we see how PlayStation are treating their indies. Shout out to well, I know his name isn't Ariel Knight, but
I know you're talking. Yeah. Shout out to homie.
He went off on Twitter a little bit about being treated a certain way by a certain brand, and he was referring to PlayStation. So when we see things like this, well, first of all, you know, in the indies, they you know, they drive the creativity in the space anyway.
Of course.
So when we see things like this is nothing but a good thing, man. I'm excited for Xbox right now. I'm actually excited to see what they produce.
No, absolutely. Salute right
You know, and
there.
if I can just add to that,
Yes, please,
Cog,
go for it.
if listen, I obviously I'm closing on 8,000 followers on Twitter, which is bonkers, right? But I have to say that in the last couple of months, and I think everyone might be able to agree with me here, have you seen the Japanese posts of people getting their Series S?
Yes.
It has been. I had about 15 of them yesterday. And of course, you know, welcome to the family, congratulations. And everyone, and these are all Japanese posts.
You said little man? They buy
Yeah.
They buy a little bit.
Little
bit out here in Japan.
There is something to be said about the Series S. It does fit their lifestyle. It does fit their kind of play style. Remember, you know, we're OGs, everyone on here. We remember reading the EGMs back in the days,
for sure.
when they would show lines around the store twice over for days, because they were a console community back then. Now they're into digital gaming. They're playing on their phones. They're playing on their tablets. They're playing in the PC, you know, the laptops. And what just so happens to have, what does Microsoft have? Well, they have something called cloud gaming and Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah.
And when you go out there and you say, hey, listen, we have partnered with 200 indie developers to bring you titles that you've never seen before on Xbox, well, you're onto something.
Oh, absolutely. Definitely onto something, man. I agree with you, Boom, in the sense that at the end of the day, I like the cultivation of talent with ID at Xbox. I feel like you start on that independent scene as well, you might get the next future, you know what I mean, big developer. Everyone had to start somewhere, so I love that aspect of it. Shout out to Jigga J, member for 3 months. Good morning, Lords, and Boom, much love to y'all. Who's ready for some Back for Blood? No doubt.
Me, sir.
No doubt. So let's get into these topics, man. Topic number 1. You know what time it is, King? It's Beta Boy time. Beta Boy stand up. It's a big one out right now. King, did you partake?
No.
You wasn't one of us?
Not at all.
You wasn't out here with that Battlefield 2042?
Wasn't gonna happen. I say no.
Listen, man, King ain't Beta Boy with us.
I like my food cooked.
He ain't getting this 1-2 on, but it's cool.
No,
it's cool.
not gonna
It's
happen.
Beta Boy season. You already know what it is. Yo, Slow-Mo said, did I hear my theme song? Listen, man, y'all know what it is. First one up to docket, man. Let's get it. That Battlefield 2042. So it look like it's open right now from the 6th to the 9th. Checking it out. I believe one map. Forgot the name of the map off top. But just want to get a sense of who has played. Let's start with Boom. Boom, if you get a chance to jump in the Battlefield beta, sir.
You know what? I actually haven't, and I will say this. I obviously my brothers at Primetime Gaming, we talk pretty much like we do every day. And they're all Battlefield guys. Now, I'm an old school Battlefield guy from way back in the OG Xbox days. I love Battlefield. I have hundreds and hundreds of hours. They walked away very unimpressed. So much so that watching some of the video, I actually canceled my pre-order. I had the big boy version. I was like, you know something? There's no reason to spend this money on a game that I feel is going to launch half-baked. And when the Don is coming home, and I'm talking about Master Chief, does any other multiplayer game matter? The answer is no, it doesn't. Battlefield can take a knee. Call of Duty is going to take a knee. Fortnite's going to take a knee. Apex Legend is going to take a knee. And Call of Duty Warzone are all going to bow down to the Master Chief when he releases December 8th. And after that beta that I played with, listen, there's no, what other multiplayer games are we talking about?
So are you implying that it doesn't matter what these other multiplayer games do, Boom? That that the king is back, and you have already played greatness in your mind? Is that
It's
what we
funny
doing?
because one of the topics I wrote for Primetime Gaming for Monday was in fact this. And here's the problem with Battlefield. Its biggest competitor is itself because it's paid. You have to buy into Battlefield to play it.
Good point.
Okay.
Good point.
Now, again, Warzone is Call of Duty is going to be Warzone, but they also still have a new Call of Duty,
Yes.
which, by the way, looks like Xbox 360 graphics.
Oh, damn. Boom is disrespectful. Boom is out.
So here's my thing. Have the stars and planets aligned for 343 to present the 23 maps at launch.
That is
right?
true. We gotta see.
Now, when you talk about a delay, this might be one of the greatest delays in the history of gaming.
Right.
Because remember, we were all bent out of shape when it was announced.
Right.
Yeah.
And now when you look at Battlefield, when you look at Call of Duty, and you look at what is presented in the betas, the king dog right now is Master Chief.
Okay, hold on. All right, boom. You talking now? Now I gotta push back a little because you out here, your chest out, you talking strong. I feel it. A lot of the points you're making are very valid. I believe, in your defense, Paul Tassi just put out an article this morning saying after playing on 3, he's agreed with you. He's like, the clear consensus is Halo Infinite. You know, so. As far as that is concerned, but I want to throw a wrinkle into this, boom. And I want to know what your vibe is before we get to hustle. Is what if, now that the reception is what the reception is, what if Battlefield says, yo, you know what? Phil, about that Game Pass bag you was offering. Now, if it jumps in the game, and we know Halo Infinite is free to play, but if Battlefield can, and here's the funny thing, if y'all notice when you go on that Xbox dashboard, that beta got that
right there.
Game Pass logo. I never seen that for a beta saying the Game Pass Ultimate members. You Rocker Kid got it. Go ahead, kid. You want to get your balls up real quick?
I just told you so. And when it happened, because I said it a long time ago,
He sure did. Because I was just going to say that if I recall the conversation,
King was the one.
He said that it was going to come into Xbox Game Pass, and so did I.
And the thing is, they waited for all you dudes to run out there and run with your cash. Let me go get that FOMO be killing you dudes. Your wallet be stinking mad at you. And then here comes me. This is, you know what it is equivalent? It's equivalent of you did an overnight in front of the store waiting to get your game. I hop out my car and just walk right inside.
As soon as the doors open.
As soon as it open, we both walk in
Mad
together.
disrespectful to the GameStop dudes that spent the night.
You was out there all night. You had your fun. You had your popcorn. You was shivering. You got stories to tell. I just hopped right out the car, walked inside, got mine, and just left. And you, because the FOMO got you. And when it drops in Game Pass, I'm gonna have so much fun with that game.
You're ridiculous.
And I'm going to tell you, I love it.
But
I told them though.
You did. No, you did. I want to give back.
No, I mean, I will
Boom.
answer your question, and I think you're definitely onto something. But here's the thing: the question really shouldn't be,
Let's go.
if it's going to be there, right?
When?
Can EA and DICE afford for it not to be an Xbox Game Pass?
Yeah.
See, that is the question, because here's the thing.
Okay.
I think if you're gonna put Battlefield versus Call of Duty, that match is over. This is like the fight last night. It's over. Right?
Hey, come on, Boom. That was competitive last night.
All right. Well, you know, we'll say that Call of Duty will show up. But when you start putting laser sights into a game in the 1950s, what you're doing is saying that this is some sort of an Elsewhere. This ain't a DC game. This is supposed to be Call of Duty. And how are we getting modern equipment for a 1950s games? You know what that's called? That's called like, well, we're just going to throw everything at the wall and whatever sticks.
Okay. Not fair enough.
Okay. So Battlefield versus Call of Duty in the paid aspect, I think, this is just my opinion,
what you feel.
Battlefield hits them in the mouth and takes their lunch money.
Okay. So,
right?
so ranking, you got Battlefield definitive
Battlefield
too.
is beating Call of Duty hands down because Call of Duty has taken a couple of steps back.
All right.
And I think because of all the development hell that we heard
I got you.
going on, and Activision's got other problems, right? They got other big problems, and it has seeped into development, right? Okay, so there's that.
Yes.
So then you talk about Master Chief.
Let's go.
Right? Obviously, for a lot of people, Halo is multiplayer. Right, it is multiplayer first. See, for me, it's single player. I'm an old OG like
same
that.
Here.
Right, so I am looking forward more to single player because we're gonna get a different Chief story than we've ever had. Multiplayer, we expected it to return in a big way, and they have delivered. 343 figured out a way to make it a Bungie style game with their stamp all over it, and hats off to everyone at 343 Industries because those betas were legit. Okay. So now you bring into the question, for the first time in the history of gaming, in the history of the franchise, it's going free to play, and it's going up against Fortnite and Apex Legends and Call of Duty Warzone, and it's Halo, and Big Team Battle is back. You know, I mean, it's giving me goosebumps just talking about it, right? So then you have to ask yourself, Battlefield, everyone has been waiting for a modern Battlefield to return. It has returned. It has gotten lukewarm feeling. You know, some people love it, some people like, you know, some people don't like it. But when you say, do you go up against the OG King who is now arriving and go paid versus free? I don't know if they could win that battle.
No, fair enough. Let's get hustling, man. Hustle, man. We talked about it on RGT. Shout out to Big Cloud up in there. Shout out to Blaze. But you know, now that it's been out a little bit more chance to kind of digest your impressions of it, and then also the question, right? Like, it's a war going on outside. No man is safe from. It's a multiplayer war going on. Survival of the fittest, Mob Deep style. So I wanna get your vibe with both of that. Like, you know, your impressions and ranking. Like, can it survive this whole multiplayer war coming up this fall?
It don't matter if you 3 feet or A1. Yes. It definitely can survive. And I'll tell you why. Boom, I disagree. I know. Boom, I disagree with you. I disagree with you, Boom.
Okay.
COD, whether the gaming community as a whole is sour on it, that joint still gonna do numbers. That joint gonna be bad numbers. They ain't worried about it. They ain't worried about that. As far as the gameplay in Battlefield, although I haven't played this beta for Battlefield, I played the last Battlefield. What I love about Battlefield in particular is the fact that it rewards you for being a good teammate. I said this on RGT. Hey, look, I ain't cool on that gunplay. However, I will pick you up when you are in need. I am a beast.
You the guy with up down. Your kid. Hold on, kid.
I tossed them. I will toss them packs out like Gambit through them playing cards all day long, sir. All day long.
Hold on 1 second. I got to interrupt you. 1 second. I have to shout out the game for this. Yo, King, I know you're not a beta boy. I know you're not. But this game has the funniest medic. I'm down. Help me. This game, it's literally like a core mechanic to scream on the yell for help so someone can get you. I just had to give them a shout out on that because it's the funniest thing. Continue.
But some people aren't shooters. But they can help.
Oh, for sure. Continue.
Indeed. Now, I do want to take this to Halo Infinite.
Okay, let's go.
For all intents and purposes, and I said this the other day, it should be a slam dunk. It should be the Tracy McGrady off the glass, served. However you want to put it out there. It's right there. It's right. All you gotta do is grab it. It's right there.
Off the Orlando Magic Tracy.
Yes, indeed. An all-star game, indeed. Sorry for the sports references, y'all, but indeed.
No, I'm with you. I see the picture. Continue.
Listen, Halo got to perform on the multiplayer front, which I'm confident in, because I played the Big Team Battle beta and I played the 4v4 Slay. It's official. I rock with it. I rocks with it heavy, super heavy. However, we still have a little bit of a doubt there because of that single player. If the story don't hit like Halo Reach, of course, then what are we really saying? Also, Boom, I want to take the time to enlighten you. Hold on. Okay, well, I'm gonna let you get that. I gotta push back on that. I want to take the time to enlighten everyone on the panel and everyone in the chat. Where are the most cheaters found? Don't worry, I'll answer that for you. It's in free-to-play games because the level of entry is so low that, it's free. Okay. The new Halo runs on the Xbox One X, which is how I played it. It'll still run and it still runs fine. So you still got to worry about cheaters running rampant, man. So that's another thing that you got to worry about. At least with Battlefield, Battlefield and COD.
You think you got to win?
Hold on, cheaters will be there, but it's gonna cost you at least $60, $70 to get you up in there. Okay. So So these are the other factors that you have to worry about.
Okay.
Yes, King. Yes.
Yes, Kate.
Excuse me. I didn't think you was gonna do that.
He had to clear his throat for the disrespect.
Yeah, he definitely boy, his buddy.
That's when somebody out of pocket, family out of pocket at the dinner table.
Yo, he did that so quick,
Excuse
like,
me.
King. I'm like, excuse you. Pardon you.
Pardon you. Let's go.
Okay, so first, I agree with you with the COD. Definitely gonna eat these dudes' lunch. You know, you got to beat the champ to be the champ, right?
For sure.
Battlefield been fighting that fight forever. They ain't winning. Okay, and then when you have the Warzone and you have the Halo multiplayer that's free to play. Dude, sorry, that's a fight that you can't win, and that's why I knew it was going in Game Pass. Okay. So when it gets into Game Pass, then the barrier of entry for certain individuals will be lessened, and the game can actually grow. Right?
Very VIP-ish with that certain individuals. He's very
certain
Xbox bougie with that. Comment, sir. Continue.
Excuse you, if you are not in the club, you cannot come in. You have your green wristband.
Bro, you're very bougie with this Game Pass. Continue.
You do not have your green wristband. Please step to the side.
You can't do him like that, King.
You know when you walking down the line and the dudes with the green wristband be like, excuse you. And the dude without the green wristband
That's the Game Pass experience. It's a green wristband
The
situation.
guy without it is holding it like this. He's feeling like this. See?
step to the side, sir.
You
You shall not partake. Are you paying for that, sir?
You shall not
I
pass.
Okay, so
Continue.
the greatest thing that Microsoft did was separate the two and make one entity into a multiplayer free-to-play.
Yes.
That's inside Game Pass. It's not beholden to the campaign.
That's a good
The
point.
campaign could be garbage.
That's a good point.
It could be hot doo-doo.
Oh no.
No, let me tell you why it can.
I'm gonna let you
Let me
finish.
tell
Go
you
ahead.
why it
Go
can.
ahead.
That's the paid for version. That's the paid for. Right? So you paid to partake. Right? Some dudes don't have to. And if they got Game Pass, green armband going inside. Right? Okay. So again, free to play,
Yes.
more people playing. You will have more people playing that wouldn't even know Halo got a campaign.
Kind of
They wouldn't even know that. They like, who this Master Chief dude jumping off the roof? This is lit. Oh, he got another game? Oh, let me go buy that. This is the genius behind that. Okay, so I'm having fun doing this. Wait a second. They have a whole storyline? This is for new people. This game is not beholden on the campaign to be good. Actually, they separated them so it can live on its own. It's a whole different entity. So that's where I feel that your logic that the campaign has to hit, the campaign could be
I got you. Also, I got you.
garbage.
Okay. Also, yeah,
Okay.
I know you want to come. What's your response?
The
sir?
quick response.
Let's
King,
go.
King, you the homie King, but if the campaign wasn't quote unquote, if it doesn't have to be good, then why'd they get Jason Staten up out of retirement? That man had his feet kicked up on the beach.
No.
Can I finish my point?
Yeah,
Let me
yeah,
finish.
yeah.
Let me
Get
finish.
your point.
He had his feet kicked up. He had his Bahama mom in his hand. The two man joints to the left and to the right. He was chilling. He was minding his
Yes, he
business.
was. Yes, he was.
And they said he got the call. Huh? Wait, huh? Y'all need me?
They threw the
All right,
bag on his
We
leg.
back.
Stop playing.
We back in the. It don't matter what type of bread they offer them. Of course they're gonna get. You got to be compensated for your work now. That
Exactly,
definitely
sir.
has to happen.
Yes, sir.
He said, "I'll be there in a minute. Let me get myself together." So he stretched. He said, "Yep, Bonnie, don't worry, Miss Ross. I got you back." So that story has to be on point. And if it wasn't on point, then they'd have dropped the joint last year because the multiplayer. I'm gonna be, for all intents and purposes, that multiplayer, if it's anything like 5, we knew it was going to hit anyway. Right. First and foremost. Right. We knew that was going to hit.
Your win again is going to be feces inside. Again, here it comes. You ready?
Go. Yes,
You
sir.
ready?
Yes,
you
sir.
know how Jason got that call?
Well, Jason got the call.
Craig.
Craig was responsible for the call.
I'm gonna tell you right now, no Craig, no call to buddy dude, no call. We get the campaign however we get it, no call. So we have to, they have to show We put the best on that. We got rid of that Craig stuff. You ain't gonna have that problem. We did have a visualization issue early on with this dude named Craig, and we will not be having that issue because Jason is here. It's no problem. We're gonna go forward. We're gonna get the multiplayer. We're gonna get the campaign. Everything gonna be nice. Listen, no Craig, no Jay.
Let me ask this because Hustle's making an interesting point that I didn't think about though, and I want to bring it to Boom, which is we all agree that the advantage Halo Infinite, two advantages. One, the consensus right now seems to be the multiplayer for Halo Infinite seems to be the best out of the bunch, right?
Yeah.
So the second thing is though, like as far as if hypothetically, like what Hustle is saying, the campaign is not good. Let's just say it is not good.
Boo-boo.
Does that affect the war, so to speak? You know, or is it like what King said, Bull, where it's like since it's separate, it really doesn't affect the multiplayer components. What do you think about that, Bull? I'm curious about your thoughts there.
It's an interesting thought, and both men are right. And here's why. I didn't play nearly as much of Halo 5's Warzone because I couldn't stomach the story. Like it took me 2 years after the game released to beat it, and I beat it just to say I beat it. Like I didn't want to go into the next Halo saying I didn't beat Halo 5 because I have destroyed every other Halo before that multiple times over. This one I played through once, and it was a very, very forgettable story. Okay, so for me as a diehard Halo fan who has tons and tons of Halo, collectibles, and is, really looking forward to this game. I honestly would be a little bit dejected if the story doesn't match the same level of excitement and polish and charm as the multiplayer has already done for me just in the beta. But at the same time, there is a subset of younger gamers that are probably in their 20s who don't play single player games like us. Remember, we're OGs.
That's
Like
a good point.
We are an older breed who plays on our couch with a controller and a TV. There's a subset of the community, the Fortnite, the free to play gamers that are much younger, that grew up playing on their phones and their tablets, and they're playing these free to play games any way they can. And a single player story would not appeal to them.
That's a good point.
Because they just want to go and play with their friends in the multiplayer. So it is a double-edged sword. I will say this: bringing Joseph back said a lot of things. It said, honestly, they were not confident with current leadership. They were not confident with the current story that was presented. And we know that he came in, he made some monster changes for the single player. And I believe we're going to get an incredible experience. I honestly believe we're going to get an incredible experience. But that's my take on it. I think it is. I don't think you could honestly say from one side or the other someone is more right than other. It depends on the community you're trying to appeal to.
No, you make a valid point.
And they trying to get both. Like this is the first time, literally, they're trying to cater to both equally, in a fashion. I tried to explain to people. Everybody keeps looking at this Halo like the last Halo, like 5 or 4. It is not. The separation from church and state actually tells you right then and there they're playing a different game.
Church is the single player.
Church is the single player. State is over there doing what state.
I mean, you and Boom make a good points. I'll jump in if you finish. You and Boom make good points. Not that Hustle's also making a fantastic point as far as single player and its importance. It's interesting because like you said, they're attacking it for two fronts, but I do want to focus my thoughts initially back on Battlefield. And, for me, I am a Battlefield guy. When I saw the trailer, it looked absolutely amazing. I have to admit,
phenomenal.
This game is a beautiful looking game. On the Series X, it is absolutely stunning. Shout out to Mr. Matty plays for my co-host from Defining Duke. He's playing it on PC, like on a 3090. He's like, this thing looks glorious. So I'll start with the good first. The good, it looks amazing. This orbital map is huge, 128 players, all type of madness going on. I'm a conquest mode dude, and I
Me
love.
too. I've always been conquest.
Yeah, I've
guy.
always been
Yeah.
conquest. You know, capture the points. And what I like now is besides like ABC, they got these little mini ones. They got little conquests. So yo, go capture that building over there. That counts as something. So you don't have to just run to like 3 areas. It counts as well. Now the thing that I played about 2 matches. I'm like, yo, where's the the gimmick, the levolutionary thing. I was like, where's it at? I see it. To the 3rd match, shout out to Attic. The Attic was playing. And yo, when that tornado twister come, bro, you gotta get out of town, bro. It is so great. People are funny because they play the game, they want to see it, so they run in towards it. It's like I'm seeing 128 players run towards the twister. I'm like, what are they doing? But I ain't go for it. I kind of did it because I want to see what happened. Because bro, you cars in the street swirling, anything caught in the mix, it's crazy. Now the funniest thing is you get caught. You know, in Battlefield when you jump off a high thing, your parachute could come out. If you run into the twister, you get sucked up all the way to the top. So your parachute, you it's like a roller coaster. So King, why am I having a shootout with another dude in the twister in the parachute, and we sitting there like, we in there. I ain't go for it. It was fun. It was fun.
That sounds like crazy fun.
It's fun. I'm not going for it. It's fun. The attachments.
Is it $70 worth of fun?
I don't know
It's
if it's
a
$70
Game Pass fun.
It is Game Pass fun because it's multiplayer only. But I'm gonna finish a couple other points.
I was just about to say that because that was me going after Hustle's situation.
I already know what you're trying to do. You be a mess. But the attachments on the fly is a game changer. Like I think it's the whole LB. You can put your scopes on. Like I love that. It's just really cool, and the vehicles are fun.
They evolved interface.
And then the last thing I'll say on the good side is the customization. Like remember before, it's like, all right, medic, assault, this, that. Now you could be like, no, I want to carry a med kit even though I'm a sniper or whatever. I want it's limited.
Fool somebody?
Yeah.
Wait. You could put on phony clothes.
Well, not phony clothes, but you could pick a class that has a preset. But you could kind of like pick and choose.
Build your own.
Yeah, you could kind of come with your little customization. So that aspect is fire. Now we got to get to the bad. All right. The guns, this is just a Cognito thing. The guns to me, the sounds ain't really, I don't know. Maybe it's just, I don't know. It just didn't like that punch for me. I'm a fan of Battlefield 4's the spotting. Like I call it the snitch, but yo, over there. You know what I'm saying? So the snitch button ain't as prominent as I would like. I'm telling, Officer Friendly, I'm telling. That's my role on the team. I'm like, yo, he's over there in the Jeep. There's 4 of them. Go get them over there. I'll go handle my business. I don't feel it's fluid. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. I just didn't feel that. The respawn part where to help me on the floor, to help me, the medic joint, it's a little bit overdone. Like sometimes I felt I got straight murdered, and then in a second later, my man pops up on the floor, help. And I'm like, that kind of
and I can't get up.
The life alert, the life alert joint. Yeah, like the life alert joint. I'm like, I see what they try to do. They really try to bring the importance of the medic, but some situations it is, realistic.
And then Hustle come running past.
Yeah, Hustle go. Yeah, this game is for Hustle. If you're a medic, you like to do that. They all about that. The last thing that I can't front though is the polish, the glitches, the glitches.
It looked like you know what the problem is. You know what? And Cog, I just want to jump in for a hot second.
Yeah, go, please.
I think this is the Call of Duty comes out 360 graphics. Yes. Right? You're like, what? Why is that guy's face? I can't. That looks like something from like Vectrex, right?
He rocking the Vectrex face.
The Vectrex in the face.
And then you get into Halo, and you're like, yo. Yeah. This is wait a second. If the multiplayer looks this good in a beta, the single player's gotta be on point, right? Right. And then you get the Battlefield, and you're in a Battlefield guy, and I'm a Battlefield guy, and I'm looking at the videos, and I'm like, okay, I like the Twister. I think that is amazing, right? I like the size, big giant maps. You can run them for 10 minutes and not find anybody, right?
Is true.
and that's fine. That's fine because that's Battlefield Conquest, right?
Yes.
It's big.
Yes.
You don't want to feel you're in a vacuum.
Yeah.
But then you start talking about what you're talking about, and then I've seen some stuff, and I'm like, is that because I'm watching it on YouTube? Or is that what it actually looks like? And I get it's a beta.
Right.
But
No, I feel you.
You're asking me for $70
yeah,
and no single player.
That's the part, right?
My part right
Yeah.
there.
No, I'm with you.
Okay.
Okay.
So to Hustle's part, where Halo has to have this incredible campaign. Other multiplayer said, "The hell with it. Don't even put it. It's not necessary because people ain't playing it."
Right.
just them old fogey dudes that King David and Boom, they want to play a campaign.
I gotta be old.
But the demographic we going for,
They had the number. They pulled up the stat sheet.
Yeah.
They pulled up the analytics.
Exactly. So it's I'm sorry, but they outvoted you.
So are you implying that us older gamers are holding on to standards that the young generation do not care about?
Yo, I'm gonna tell you this. If this story doesn't hit, if this joint don't sell, this is a metric to see if it sells.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think they are
This
testing.
is a metric to see if it sells. Because let me tell you something. That multiplayer is gonna be on Infinite. That's the real Infinite. Okay, that's the real Infinite. That joint, that single player.
I see what you're doing.
If that single player don't hit, say bye. That story gonna end right around your head, right there, and you won't get another. So I'm gonna tell you, dudes, right here, Game Pass or not, you better engage with that single player. You better buy that single player. You better play it. If you want that story, if you Halo dudes want that story to keep going on, and Joseph all of a sudden came out of the bushes and was like, "I'll fix your story for you." You know how it was. You said he was drinking Mai Tais or something.
Bahama
right?
Mama.
That is Bahama Mama. He's chilling.
Bahama's with his toes out in the sand, right? Right.
Open toe.
Let me tell you something. I know who to blame if that story is not good.
But come on, they come a little later, and the game was kind of already.
No, we ain't gonna do that.
Oh, we not doing that?
That's right. We ain't gonna say we threw the Hail Mary and he had the David Tyree hold it on his head. And we ain't gonna say that all of a sudden he came in with the Bahama Mama and then if it's not good, he don't get the blame. No, you dropped that ball.
He already said, they said that when he came in, the game was already pretty much done. They tried to.
Just said they called in the GOAT.
Call him up.
They called in the GOAT to fix it up, to tighten it up. If it ain't tight,
all right,
you getting the blame.
Since we doing football references, let's use. It's more of to me. It's more of a. Remember when Tony Dungy had Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Yes, this is more of a John Gruden coming and taking the Buccaneers. It was already there. It was, you know what I'm saying? He just tightened it up and getting them over the finish line.
John Gruden wouldn't have got that Super Bowl championship, he didn't get that done. Who would have got the blame? John Gruden, right?
Oh, for sure.
Joseph is gonna get all this work. I'm gonna tell you right now, if Buddy Dude has a little bit more time than I like, I'm blaming Joseph. Listen, Hustle. I'm telling you.
We gonna see.
Right.
We gonna see. Look, my last part is before we move on. It's just the bugs were bad. It was really.
That sucks.
And if they delayed it this once, I am concerned. Like, do they need more time? Because and then I'm hearing
2022. Please.
Yeah, I hope so. And then I'm hearing like for the other consoles, like it's even more bad. Like it's people are having problems from what I understand.
On the PlayStation ones?
I don't know about the consoles.
So you just said.
I meant to say the lower versions of each console.
Last gen.
Yeah, last gen.
Okay.
Yeah, you see.
I didn't know it was going to be on PS.
Oh, my bad. Not the last gen. You're correct. No, you're absolutely right. It's not. I'm talking about like basically PC lower end. Also, obviously the console. Some people are having bad experiences. You know what I mean? So I got to be good. But you are correct.
It might be that PlayStation 5.
You already.
Can I say one thing before we wrap up?
Yes, please.
Hey, well, first I want to apologize to the panel and the chat because I didn't realize that Battlefield was just multiplayer. So that's why I brought up story earlier. But I can also. This will set a dangerous precedent too. I can't remember where I was when I spoke about it, but if they only focus on multiplayer, you know, King, you said they're gonna get it up out of here, right? You know what? Let me tell you why I doubt that very seriously. You know, Shigeru Miyamoto would never let this happen to Mario.
Oh, of course not.
Let's see. PlayStation would never let this happen to the Uncharted series, right? That would never let that type of thing happen.
Oh, they won't let Uncharted come out with a multiplayer without the
multiplayer?
No.
Solely with the multiplayer, no.
Oh, because didn't he just
Naughty Dog ain't doing that.
Okay.
Naughty Dog ain't doing that. Naughty Dog ain't.
Naughty Dog not doing that.
No, they gave you a story first with Last of Us Part 2. Did
They
they
gave
not?
you the
played it in
story
beta.
first. They gave
You're
you the
right.
story first, but did
They
they
give
give
you
you the multiplayer?
later. They give you multiplayer later.
I'm
It's not
just trying
gonna
to
be.
say they separated church and state just like everybody else.
My point is that they're gonna have a story with that, and this is Halo's Mario. Y'all know.
I know where you go.
I'm
You
rocking
go
with
with the
Giz.
importance of the franchise and how.
I'm right there with
I
him.
hate,
I
like,
think
it-
what he's saying, he's onto something. It is super important.
No, I
Yeah.
get you. I get you.
And
This
and
is a
again,
metric.
yes.
I'm telling you, man, like
King is
dudes
playing
don't see
ballroom.
the forest for the trees. It's somebody in there that fought for the campaign very hard. That free to play was up there. If they felt that, if they put Halo, remember they put Master Chief inside Fortnite.
Right.
They probably looked at the metrics and was like, man, people are playing with his skin. A lot of people wanted to be Master Chief in this, free to play mode. And when they went free to play, it kind of threw us all off, to be honest with you. But then it kind of made sense to go inside Game Pass.
Right.
But then when they removed the barrier of entry for free to play games, that you didn't have to have Xbox Live.
Right.
That changed everything right there, that whole thing. So that means that they were trying to get to everybody.
Right.
The single player experience is really, we're dying dinosaurs.
I
here
know where
now,
you're going with
guys.
this. I know where you're going with
Right?
this.
And I'm gonna tell you, man, they would do battle passes. They would do all this stuff. They would have these guys in there. They would have some weird currency for clothes. They would do all of that stuff. The single player does not generate the level of revenue that this multiplayer can. And if this thing don't hit, you might get a book released.
A book. Hey, don't do that to me.
If you want to continue the story of Master Chief, read
this
this
man
book.
said a book. I'm done. Look, let me get this switch. We gotta move on. But look, it's gonna be interesting. Battlefield's out. Check it out. Still one day left. I believe in the beta.
Yeah, the beta's out.
Get your beta out. You know what I'm saying? But look, we get these super chats. Michael Patton with the $5 super chat. Sean Layden, I can't do the math on Game Pass. Ryan replied, I do. King is right. Okay. Let's get Smitty Smith. Oh man, it skipped me. Hold on one second.
I got you. Smitty Smith. Man, when Boom says he can't, pardon me for looking down at my phone, y'all.
No, you good.
Man, when Boom says he canceled his pre-order, you know it's serious. The Book of X.
Yes,
the next super chat is from Game Onyx. Game Onyx. Hey, do me a favor. Tell me what currency that is, Game. And also put like a way to say your name, so I don't want to mess you up. Xbox is giving away 8 months of Game Pass for free in India due to National Bank's new regulations, which need Xbox to update recurring payment methods.
Yes.
Okay, now I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, what currency is that? I got you the next one. Select Bang 007 with GP Pound. Looks like 449. Hello, chaps. Been away for a few weeks, but always catch up on the podcast version. Just want to say that I have the LGC1 coming tomorrow. Okay, can't wait.
sir.
God led in the
so-and-so.
building. I see you. No doubt. What you got?
Big Mad Mo, who's a member for 15 months, Lord Bronze. Hey, Mo, you from DC? I'm just curious. Anyway, let's see. Good morning, Lords. Hustle and Boom. Thank you, sir. Good morning. Love what y'all doing. You are an inspiration. Keep up the good work. You sound like me. Let's see. Also, Halo. Hold on. Screaming dog. Also, Halo for the win. The king is back, baby. All right, man. Slow down. Slow down. All right. I feel you. I like Halo, but relax a little bit. Let's see. Is this?
I got hard to find also. Let's see. File super chat. Chill, Boom. It's just the preseason. No need for the full court press just yet. No doubt.
Is this Select Bang 007? Did you get that one?
I got Select. I think we're up to Hargeet Chidi.
Is that here?
Yeah, I think Hargeet Chidi should. I forgot. $5 super chat. Should 343 release a limited multiplayer on November 15th? Flights were good. Even getting some of that would be cool for a few weeks until the full release. Interesting. I don't know. I think they are going to do another flight though. That's what we're hearing. We're hearing it's not the last flight. What else we got?
108 Dragons TV. Shout out to you, kind sir. Good morning. Whoa. Good morning. Oh, wait. Hold up.
You good.
Take my glasses off.
On, baby. You already know.
Okay, let's get the record. Okay, that's why I got tripped up. Good morning. Let's get the record straight. There hasn't been one card to outsell Halo on a Microsoft console. Facts. Is that true? Let's see.
I gotta look at it.
Halo 5. Okay, Halo 5 campaign. I don't know about that one, sir. Let's see. Halo 5 campaign was so still 5 build generated in multiplayer. The king is back. Hey, look, I don't know if we can we might have to fact check that first thing.
108 be in his bag. 108 be in his bag. So I
man,
would
it's
have been
scrapping
hard
with him,
pressed to go against 108 with his statistics.
Yeah, for real.
He said there hasn't been one card to outsell Halo.
I think
Are we sure?
On
We
the
got
Microsoft platform. Remember, that's the caveat that he put.
Okay.
there.
yeah, he put on. Yeah, he did
Right?
say it. Correct.
Be
correct.
very
He
careful
threw,
with
he
the
threw, he threw
word.
the shield up. He threw the shield up. He got it.
No doubt, I got you. And then
is
I think it's
Render?
Render. Yeah, shout out to
Yes.
Render. $5 super chat. Should EA delay Battlefield to next year? And
No.
is DICE the new BioWare in terms of fall off? Wow.
Oh, that's disrespectful though. Let's
Wow,
not do that.
disrespectful.
Jesus. All right. Let's see.
I think one more. We got
Alex.
Yep.
Is that Alex Escarosa?
Mhm.
He's been a member for 2 months. Lord Bronze. Shout out to you. Thank you,
No
sir.
doubt, no
He
doubt.
said, "Me if the Halo story sucks. Damn." Anyway, who hopping on that multiplayer? Y'all disrespectful, bro. I hate y'all. I hate y'all.
Alex, one of them young boys.
Let's not do that, man.
Told you. That's how it's gonna be.
Talk, you want to get these last?
Yeah, I got you. Don Otaku, member for 5 months. Yo, Kotaku out here promoting, pirating MetroidDread. Come on, bro. A game that came out 2 days ago. Can we collectively stop promoting that trash site? We will not be naming names, but I know what you're doing now.
Man.
Oh, Gameonomics. Shout out with the 40 Indian rupees. The currency is Indian
rupees.
Salute to
Gotcha.
our lords from
Thank you.
India. That is amazing. I have never seen
That's
an Indian
crazy.
rupee
Thank you.
super chat. Salute, Gameonomics. That's what's up. Gerald Mack. That's my guy. $2 super chat. All hell
Indeed.
ILP. Good morning, lords, and panel salute. Salute, y'all.
brother.
Thank you for
What
the
up,
super
Gerald? We
chat.
see you everywhere,
We
Gerald.
see you, Gerald, man,
definitely
yeah.
see you, boy.
Do you know that he has the best Xbox Live name I've ever heard?
I think it's
What
is
is
it Magilla Gorilla?
Makilla
Yeah. Oh,
Gorilla.
yes.
Magilla
Makilla Gorilla.
Gorilla?
Yes. Salute.
Up OG right there.
the window?
Yes, salute. So let's get to it. This was Saul's topic, but I'll take it over. There is a certain Nintendo title franchise back out here in these streets. That Metroid Dread is out here. It has released, so I just want to get impressions for those who have played it. So let's start with Boom, because I know, Boom, I seen a glorious, almost like a collector's edition. I see the Amiibo. I seen everything, Boom. I was pocket watching, Boom. I seen you out there. It was a lot of currency, a lot of money spent. on this
You know, this is what's great about having a birthday in September. You get those gift cards, you stock them away in your underwear drawer, and you forget they exist. That's exactly how I do it.
So let's talk about it, man. Metroid Dread, how
Look,
we feeling?
we were talking before we went live, and there is something to be said about Nintendo when they release a game. Now, when it's first party, it seems as if the seas split apart.
Yes.
And they release a product that doesn't need 100 gig day one patch. It comes out and it works. And it works on your old Switch, your new Switch, the OLED Switch, in portable, on the TV screen. And Metroid has returned in one of the biggest ways. It's I'll put it to you this way. If you've played Metroid, if you played Super Metroid, I think we all have. We understand the significance of what that title meant when it came out on the the SNES way back in the days, and what it means even to today. And then, of course, back in 2017, we were people who had the 3DS. We were fortunate to get a remake of Metroid 2, which it still bothers me that it's not on the Switch. Like, I never experienced that because it's just that screen is just too small. You know what I'm saying? And I would love to be able to play that on the big screen. So I'm hoping at some point we do get that. But fast forward, almost 20 years plus since we got an original new Metroid title. And they have done it, folks. If you're on the fence about whether or not you should drop the coin, if you're a Metroid fan, you got to ask yourself, why didn't you pre-order? Because They have these things. They're called. They're not Emmys. They're called EMMIs.
Yo, tell me them EMMIs is crazy.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you something right now. This game gives you those Mr. X Resident Evil 2 feelings when these things are chasing you.
Milladon.
Because you have literally, they said it. Actually, Samus's computer tells you you have a 99.9% chance of dying if this thing catches you. And you can get away by hitting X.
Yes.
But you got to be real
when
lucky.
they grab a hold of you, though, boy. It's the funny.
It's
You
pretty
put
much
the terror in you and it be stalking.
And the way that they do it in the game is this thing is like a ninja, which we have in front of us right now. It's on the wall, it's on the ceiling, it just drops down, and there's a yellow light that it's looking for you, but when you see that red light, you know you better book. And I gotta tell you, man, I'm only a couple hours in, and it is it is new Metroid, and it's classic Metroid. And the addition of that thing chasing you and knowing that you only have, because you can kill them, but you can't kill them at will. You have to find this special weapon.
The big jaw,
And the big cannon that she gets, you get 2 shots, you knock it down, and it's like, oh, your cannon's back to normal. And you throwing bombs and rockets at this thing, and it's going like this.
It's
and still chasing you. It is really well done. I got to tell you, this is definitely, again, this is going to be one of those game of the year conversations that we're all going to have, where something from an OG like Metroid to something like a 2-man team is going to be in the conversation. I cannot wait for the end of the year, but this game is worth your time.
I'm with you. Shout out to Lloyd Metroid in the chat. He is like, oh, boom, you ain't seen nothing yet. That's what he said. He's telling us as we get on. But look, I can't wait, man. Shout out to Stitch who gets all upset with the Switch topics. You got bad bushes. You got, sorry, brother, it's coming in hot. You got to deal with it, brother. You got to deal with it. But yo,
That's right.
My man Hustle, did you pick it up? If not, or where you at with this MetroidDread? What's up?
So I haven't picked it up yet, but I kind of want to give you guys, and I want to give the chat just a quick sad factoid about the Metroid series in general.
Let's go.
For those of you all who don't know, Metroid is the worst selling Nintendo franchise.
It is. He's right.
He's right. I know you're right, but why you got to do it now? Why you got to put that out now?
No, I'm going to put the battery in these fake Nintendo fans back. Yo, pick it up. If you want something to go on and be great, you gotta support it, man.
True.
So this, from what I understand, this story picks up from where Super Metroid left off, and it's I don't know. Well, I heard it from GameSpot, and I don't think it's a spoiler, but I'll just say it's a continuation from that story. I'm not gonna get into the other part, but I was gonna say
the last one.
Supposedly, and I didn't want to say that. Supposedly, this is how it finishes. So. You know, y'all know me. Let's not do that. We're not doing that. We're not going to do that. But here's what I will say. You know, first and foremost, like, I don't want to say I'm a gaming historian, but I care about game preservation. That's why y'all see me with a bunch of new stuff. Y'all see me getting GameCubes and all this other stuff. I'm going to get the Metroid Prime series, and I'm going to run through that too. I'm not the biggest Metroid cat because I find it annoying that you got to get something and you can't get here until you go back and get this other thing. And then when you go back and get the other thing, you can go up top, but now you can go down the bottom. I hate that. It's annoying to me, and I feel like it's bad storytelling in my humble opinion. Now, granted, I'm going to cut Super Metroid some slack because you know what that title means, man. But I want this to actually succeed. Nintendo has to get the message from the consumers that, yo, hey, we still want this. So you still got to get it. So I'm going to pick it up next week. I went over
you mean to
budget.
tell me how many years has Metroid been out?
25, right?
25 years.
Over 20 years for sure.
The message hasn't been sent in 25 years. Obviously, the people have spoken. This is the last one.
Disrespect.
We're not gonna do that. We're not
gonna do that. Huh? Tell them. I'll talk to them.
They're doing it to themselves. I mean, for 25 years, if it is the worst selling joint,
it's the worst.
It's the worst mascot they got. That means you mean to tell me Kirby out here curb stomping,
which is so disrespectful, by the way.
Luigi Mansion is out here doing numbers, you know when they put out a new Samus, joint gonna be an L. Like literally the worst franchise they got.
Savage.
And you sit there talking about in 25 years, nobody found out that it was whack. Like,
But King, it's
even by your own assessment, that fetch it here just to get up to there, and you got to go back to there. But you can't. Hey, this corridor looks the same, but now I can go up because I got the rocket boots.
Not like this.
didn't
Not like
perform.
I don't
this.
understand what is
Not
happening.
like this.
It did not work. So now they release these EMMYs or MMIs, Emmy dudes, to just spice it up. I heard they got quick time events. I heard they spicing it up. It may not work. It might work, but in 25 years, you have been deemed the worst. Like for 25 years, you have shown up to work, and you are the worst employee there. So I'm sorry, brother. I'm just gonna say this. I think he's gonna continue to be the worst. I think they're gonna shut the book like they told you.
So you're not picking it up, King?
It's over.
Okay.
Or you're not picking it up? You're not supporting?
Oh no, I'm gonna buy it.
I'm gonna buy it.
Yo, listen,
Yeah.
listen. I ain't know that information until
Oh,
he said it.
okay. You just go to your balls.
That's a real thing.
In my own head, I thought it was one of the hottest selling franchises.
Nope.
No, it's sadly it's not.
At least I buy it.
Yeah, hustle.
Shout out to Iron Mike in the chat. Thank you for correcting me, sir. He says it picks up from where Metroid Fusion left off, not Super Metroid. Thank you for correcting.
So thank you for
correcting me. Yeah,
Metroid
it's definitely disrespectful, man. Like this. You talking about the franchise? I would have figured Kirby would have been low on the totem pole. Like that's Kirby, I get that out of here. But no, it's just
dude.
Yeah, apparently. I mean, if you whatever. Look, man. Shout out to him. Shout out to Sakurai and the team over there at Super Smash Brothers. They closed out Super Smash Brothers with an underwhelming bang, so to speak. And I say underwhelming for me because they didn't put Gino in the game. They put Sora in the game, but I don't want to get off content. I don't want to get off.
Good.
Look,
I'll jump in because there's a lot of disrespect out here.
I got your back.
It's so disrespectful, but look, man.
Obviously, nobody got Metroid's back.
Well, I got its back. I bought it.
Listen,
I bought the amiibo.
The gang is coming in hot, bro. This was one I did not initially plan on getting. I'll be real. I was like, I gotta see. As we get closer. But as we got closer, I think it was that last direct, and I was like, nah, boom. Savage looking clean. And I don't know what it is. I think for me, I think the character, the suit looks amazing. Just a stylized character. I don't know why it doesn't hit the way it's supposed to, but I think it's a series that always spoke to me. Like, I don't really care as a Nintendo person. Like, I don't care for the Kirby stuff. I'm gonna be honest. I've never been that guy. I've always felt like I've connected more with the Metroid. Even in Smash, that's the character I would take. But look, Boom said it best. The classic 2D vibes, cinematic narrative experience. Boom.
Awesome.
Very
well
cinematic, very cutscene-y. When they all this, storytelling, the robots telling you what happened in the planet. Hey, chance of survival is this, that's to the third. I know Hustle don't like the backtracking, you know what I'm saying? But they kind of created the genre, Metroidvania. They are the fathers of the style that everybody now has run with, and probably been more popular than Metroid. But I think what's dope for me is the reason why it doesn't bother me in Metroid, because I always feel like, even from back in the day, you get an ability. All right, now she can roll like a ball, go through this area. Okay, now you get a new ability, like Boom was saying, you get the big cannon, boom, you can attack certain enemies and stuff like that. The thing for me, though, and Boom said it best, where I fell in love with this one is the dread, the fear. Like, that thing coming at you, what is it, the Emmy, the Emi, whatever we calling them. Yeah. That thing is no joke. And when you finally get, I was up against the wall, one that was chasing me. I was trying to get the cannon out. I was trying to aim at the eye. It felt, it took me back to the vibes of Terminator 1, trash compactor final scene. Like, when it's right on her, like, what the... it felt that energy, you know what I'm saying? And they got it, man. It's really, I can't believe they knocked it out the park. The boss fights are epic. There's one complaint, though, and King is going to laugh. King probably ain't going to care, but he going to laugh.
480p.
Besides, we know what you get with it.
Low res, blurry-eyed.
We know what we get with it. But there's one complaint, though. And Nintendo, I got to call y'all out, man. Boom. What is with every major Nintendo franchise? Why does the amiibo have to have some gameplay changing, giving you health, giving you rockets, giving you... literally, if any other game company did this, right? When they release a Master Chief amiibo, and every day you play, you get more health. Every day you get more weapons than the average guy. Like how does Nintendo get away with, like, what is it, Skyward Sword? You get free traversal. Like, how did they get away?
Fast
And
travel.
no one calls Nintendo out on this. Like, it is
Because
literally...
they're a toy making company.
Nah.
They make
We
toys.
got to call them out, bro.
You know what? You're definitely onto something. I will say this: the Loft Wing amiibo giving you the ability to fast travel. That's egregious. But I bought it. I bought the Loft Wing.
Oh, man.
It's
I
in my
bought the
collection.
Loft in Zelda too.
Can I ask you a question? Does it give you a competitive advantage?
In the game, yes.
No, it doesn't. You know why?
Not single player.
Because it's a single player game.
Also,
Yeah.
single
Simple.
player.
This is why
So if
they
I
get
buy
away
a
with it.
toy for a game, a single player, and it gives me unlimited potions, daily
choose-
survivability.
You could choose not to use it.
Oh my god! I love
The
how
choice is
Nintendo
yours.
gets away with this. Hustle, we know
Yes.
if any other
Oh, dude, it would be
developer,
riots in the street.
bro, Call of Duty had a toy that
But that's Call of Duty. That's multiplayer, sir.
That's multiplayer.
All right,
yeah.
true.
Multiplayer, sir.
But still, Last of Us had a toy.
I would buy it, though.
Yeah, I know you would buy it. Nintendo getting away with it. They get with Birdie out here, man. But I gotta give it up.
Listen, I gotta give is the caveat. They
Yes.
found the sweet spot. First and foremost, they are a toy maker.
Oh, here
right?
we go.
Okay. Second, they continue to support a function that is worthy of the tech that they have. Right? So again, the toy is form and function, people. Okay.
Fraud alert, kid. Fraud alert, kid. You give me back.
And listen, and you
Fraud
can
alert,
choose
kid.
not to use it, sir.
Kid,
Like,
you
don't-
only do it. This is the bouginess in you because
Yes,
you
sir.
know you can afford
Yes.
all these crazy amiibos
partake.
that nobody can find, so that you can have an
Yes.
advantage, sir. Fraud.
Yes, I choose.
Oh man.
I choose.
I will say though that
toy
the
maker.
advantages for Metroid Prime are kind of dope. You can get the once per day, the health, and you can get the extra rockets, and I mean, listen, I'm not gonna
Yeah,
front,
boom.
but
It's worth it, right?
it is worth it.
You got the blue wristband, right?
Oh yeah.
And the red wristband. Both of y'all.
God, you see that super chat?
Oh man, we gotta get it. We gonna get this. We gonna move on. These are hilarious. But shout out to MetroidDread. It is hot. It's out here. I'm gonna go all the way back first before we get the new joints. It's a me. Easy. Hi, $5 Canadian, I believe. Hi, everyone. Quick question for all in the panel. Do you guys really believe that we will hear official news about a Microsoft acquisition this year? Well, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah? Yes.
Before the year's out.
All right. Hustle, yes, no, yes.
I mean, that writing has been on the wall for quite some time. I think if we do hear something, I thought we would have heard something at TGS, but now we didn't. So
It
I
wasn't
figured,
the proper space.
Yeah.
I mean, well, if they would have bought a country in the land of the rising sun, they definitely would have been. But I think we hear something at E3 next year, more than likely.
Boom.
Matter of fact,
Okay.
yeah. No, go ahead. I'll finish that thought.
No,
I think we said some E3.
No doubt. Boom. Yes, no. Acquisition for the end of the year?
You know what? I do, but I'm
Okay.
not sure. I'm not sure if it's the publisher announced this year or at XO 21. Do we get an E3 2018 thing where there's multiple developers?
No doubt.
I think it's happening. I just don't know which one it is.
No doubt. Shout out to what's up, Kid? I'm sorry.
I honestly believe, I honestly believe before the next fiscal period,
Which
it
is
will
March.
be announced.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
the
Yeah.
before, you know what? It might slip to next year because right before the next call earnings and fiscal release, then it might, because acquisitions has to be done before that period, you know, to tie up.
Shout
buttons
out to Jeff Grubb. We had him on the Fine and Duke. He kind of alluded that there is money that needs to be spent that's allocated for acquisitions, and if they don't use it, that the price will go up from a percentage wise, whether
brick
it's five,
going
the
up.
brick going up, the price going up. So you know how that goes.
Okay.
Anyway, shout out to Splendiferous. Put the crest up for Splendiferous. Slow mo back slap with the $10 super chat.
What up, boy?
Slow mo. Everything Nintendo does is bushes until they can release hardware that isn't obsolete for a decade. New OLED allows you to see the FPS better. Gave you Bluetooth and a firmware update 4 years later.
And they're still winning NPDs.
And they still winning NPDs and dominating the generation. Yeah, gotta say what we gotta say.
They took my knees.
Yeah, they took everybody, man. It's crazy what Nintendo's doing. Iron Mike, the boxer, $2 super chat. It picks up from Fusion. That's super. Thank you for correcting us. Thank you, sir. And then the Don Otaku, $2 super chat. Wasn't King capping for Ori? King, you have anything to say for yourself? Sir?
Ori?
Yeah, he said
Ori and the
Blind
Forest?
Yeah, he said, "What did you capping? Was it you capping?"
Yeah, well, what's the problem?
I guess he tried to lose. I don't know. He said you disrespectful to Nintendo. I guess it must be a shot. It must be a subliminal. Okay.
I don't understand what that even means because anything inside Game Pass I cap for.
Oh my God, Lloyd Metroid being very disrespectful. $2 super chat. King getting his ball head sucked by a Metroid. Stop. Okay.
Oh,
That sounds crazy.
That sounds crazy.
First, I gotta say pause to you. Pause to you.
Pause to
Because
you.
if you even took the time out to visualize it, and then you wrote that down, and then you press send with money. Time out. Pause.
Savage. Shout out to Gameonomics, my man, Indian rupees, $100. You know what I'm saying? People in the U.S. underestimate Game Pass a lot. In India, Game Pass is the reason a lot of people shifted from PS to Xbox. I know at least 11 people who did. Wow, that's interesting. And it's cool. It's interesting to hear from other regions, right? To see the Game Pass effect. So shout out to Gameonomics, giving us some good knowledge from Indian region. That's what's up. Spartan Gold 17, £2 super chat. Dance Move went in on that Game Pass money. Boy starving.
Yeah, we talk about that tomorrow.
We're gonna talk about it. I think we caught up. Did I miss any? Let me know if I missed any. I thought I was good. But
I think you're up to date.
I think I'm up to date. All right, cool. Let's get it pushing. So we got this next topic, man. Another big one. JimRyan, King. JimRyan. He's outside.
My man.
And I'll set it up for you if you like.
Go for that.
Yeah, man. JimRyan was in the news. He's in a big interview with Industry.biz. I believe they have a show, GI Live. And JimRyan was there talking about PlayStation, talking about everything was going on. Why is King's hat that way? I cannot with this man with this hat.
You gotta put on the captain's hat right before that.
I can't. Yo, fix your mouth, sir. Fix your mouth. I don't like that swag. I don't like that.
Right before JimRyan make a move. You know. JimRyan definitely looking over at the PlayStation Nation. And he says, you know what? You're not enough. You need more booty.
You more booty. Let me read the quote.
I am the pirate. I am the captain of this ship.
Captain, let me read the quote first, sir, before you clearly about to get in your bag. So it was a very, very eventful comments that he made in reference to this interview. And then he said, they asked him, for all the future of gaming, where do you hope for the future of PlayStation? And he said, I want to see a world where the games that we make at PlayStation can be enjoyed by many tens of millions of people, perhaps hundreds of millions. Right now, success with the current console model, a really great PlayStation hit, you're only talking 10 or 20 million people being able to play that game. We're talking about games stacking up against movies, music and movies. They can be enjoyed by almost limitless audiences. And I think some of the art that our studios are making is the finest entertainment they've made in the world. Then he continues to go on. To gate the audience for that at 20 or only 30 million frustrates me. I would like to see a world where hundreds of millions of people can enjoy these games. So this set Twitter ablaze. There's a lot of, controversy.
You saw Master Chief just came in because he wanted to hear this personally. He flew all the way in.
You're ridiculous. So, King, this is your topic. I'm going to let you set it off. What do you take from JimRyan's comments, sir?
He said, I'm the captain of the ship here. You PlayStation brethren, you have been purchasing our hardware. Yes, that's good. Buy more.
I can't.
Why the hell is Microsoft still around? Why the hell is Microsoft still next to us? Why? We outsell them. We got better games. How the hell can Microsoft compete with us?
I can't with the accent.
With the accent, the hat.
Who the hell is that Game Pass? What is that? What are you talking about?
Why he looked to the side like that? That's how he looked to the side.
He said, what? It's 31 million? We only sold 10 million PlayStation. We can't sell more games. We don't have a reach. We need a reach. I want to reach 100 million people. I cannot reach 100 million people with the current model.
Is it because you only have 2.8 million sales in PlayStation Now as opposed to 31 million, sir?
I say this, right? I say,
I'm dead.
I told you old boy was complicit.
You did.
I told you he was in pocket. I told you he was a numbers dude. I told you he's dead in my heart with Nixus. I told you this is the last. This is the last PlayStation. You don't believe me. He looked at your model and said, what you doing is not enough. I want to reach the millions. I want to reach 100 million. I want to get beyond these walls. Us gating this off over here is not working out for us like we thought it was.
The exclusive thing.
So that exclusive stuff is in your head. So what he said is, how can I get this? I want to get our games. Listen, you got to listen to the verbiage. Yeah. They switched and made themselves Sony Studios. Okay, remember that. When you put that studio there, that's a stamp. Right? Like Burger King. You see the logo? So have you ever been inside like a gas station and going up the highway or whatever, and you see a Burger King burger inside the little warm-up? You're like, how the hell Burger King getting here? How that happen? That's a Whopper? You got a Whopper? Man, yo, this is a real Burger King Whopper? Yeah, man. This is a real Burger King. I can get that? Yeah,
So you implying to getting the name brand of something at other locations, at other places? That's what we're doing, King?
Well, he did see the metrics with a little-known baseball game that showed the biggest numbers that it's had in years. He has to reach, as a businessman, he has to reach the people that he has. He's tired of talking to you. He's tired of taking you out. He's tired of whining and dining the same person. Jim like that new stuff. Jim looking across the street. There's a lot of people over there.
Is that gift where the guy's walking with his girl and he's like this?
Yeah, with the
Yo,
Pooh, you
Indeed.
stupid. Yes. Yeah, savage. That's savage.
So you dudes really think Jim love you? Jim is lusting for the 100 millions. And so when Phil Dominus Maximus Aurelius Spencer spoke these words to you that he's trying to hit the billions, you see, your man shot low. Your man said 100 million. You know why? Because he didn't want to scare you. He didn't want to scare you. Phil ain't afraid to make you afraid. Phil is not afraid to make you uncomfortable. He said billions because that's the number he's going for. Those 3 billion people with them cell phones in their pocket, he wants you, every time you pick up your phone, he wants your grandmama playing free Halo. See, but Jim Dance Moves Ryan ain't gonna tell you because he don't want to scare you so.
So are you implying this is a subtle thing?
He's easing them into it. He's grooming them. But he told you your efforts aren't helping the cause.
Yep.
And I need to get bigger, better, bolder. And if I need to put my games on Game Pass, who the hell cares if Last of Us comes out in Game Pass right now? Who really cares? But if it sells inside Game Pass, the engagement is up inside Game Pass. If it goes in Steam, if it goes in Epic Store, it sells. They need to make money. So selling to you same 10 million people that none of y'all are really buying games anyway. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. It's 10 million out there sold. There's not no 10 million games sold.
He literally said what you said. It's funny. I got to cut you for a second because the comment, I know you've been getting a lot of flack when you go in on the PlayStation exclusive sales, right? And a lot of the fans like, yo, it's so it's excessive, whatever. But it is interesting you in your Swami bag right now, because it is interesting to see him say exactly like he said, a really great PlayStation hit. You're talking 10 or 20, and he doesn't seem satisfied with that. Like he does not seem satisfied. And then the key word, King, is what you said, which is what he says to gate the audience. When you say gate the audience, meaning like the console is not enough.
The verbiage.
The verbiage is very key.
Verbiage is very key. You can't get jiggy with that 10 million, man. I can't get jiggy with this. I can't. You guys are not enough. You really think y'all enough? We sold you not enough. He's not satisfied with you. He's trying to bust out of those walls. Pause. He's trying to get all over. He's trying to make sure that PlayStation brand is everywhere. And why not? And I know you guys are sitting there saying, King, you're reaching again. I reach a lot and I always hit my mark. I'm 96% right all the time.
You in his bag?
I'm telling you now, if it's already an install base of 31 million, and you can get your game into that vein right there.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
No, absolutely. Let's open it up. But this is an interesting discussion. You know, obviously in the Xbox community, you know, it was a slight pushback I've ever felt, but not too much. But you know, this I think has been a point of contention in the PlayStation community. This has been something where, you know, exclusives matter, and we're not saying they don't, right? But as far as, you know, limiting it only their games to the PlayStation ecosystem. So I'm gonna give it to you, Boom. Like when you hear these comments from JimRyan, like, where does this take you? Where do you think he's going with this? Like, what do you make of these comments?
Well, I mean, let's just bring in the numbers. And both Hustle and King and yourself are number guys, just like myself. It cost well over $100 million to make The Last of Us 2. That does not count the amount of monies that went into the advert. We know that at least in advertising, you know, they're spending 30, 40, 50 million dollars to get it on buses and trains and planes and put it on commercials, right? So to make the game, it was $100 million. How much with interest how many copies do they have to sell? Well, I can assure you they did not sell enough of The Last of Us 2 to make back that money. Now, whether they took a loss, whether they broke even, we'll never know. We're not the bean counters. The problem with Sony's overall opinion prior to this is that they are an exclusive brand. And as we know, this world is inclusive. It is an inclusive brand. You have to be a part of the conversation. Everyone must be available for that conversation. That's why I love Microsoft, and because they push being inclusive, not exclusive, right? It's one of the reasons why I really dig the brand. When you and it's funny because, you know, Jim doesn't do himself any favors when he constantly goes out of his way, not this interview, but interviews before, where he's taking shots at Microsoft, specifically Xbox Game Pass. And you see this interview, and it really does put him in a sour light. Like, we understand he's a businessman. We understand that he's got to listen. PlayStation fans, if that's your brand, I could tell you without being joking, like King was saying, you're just not enough. Okay. You're just not enough, because you know what the problem is with a lot of these big mouths? They play Twitter and not games.
Oh, that part, that
okay.
Part.
You know, I've been accused.
I gotta give you all this stuff. You with that.
No,
be playing Twitter.
I've been accused of being an Xbox guy, yet I buy every collector's edition of every Sony first party game. Right, my PlayStation 5 collection, I can tell you outdoes any of these.
I was pocket watching. I was in the cut list. I was like, boom, guy.
I'm saying so.
And he got that.
No, but because I'm a video game fan, and I love Sony for their first party games. But the reality is, their fans are just not enough. Now, Spider-Man is a conundrum. Spider-Man is a 20+ million seller because it's Spider-Man. Right, the game with 2018 Spider-Man was fantastic. Miles Morales, fantastic. I missed it, but we'll get to it in a second. I will say this: this does not surprise me because we've all had this conversation time and time again. They're leaving money on the table. It's crazy that it has taken this long. And you know something? There's no doubt that JimRyan's going like this to Phil Spencer. Because 31 million. Now, listen, you can say that that's true. You can say it's false. I got to be honest with you. When the Take-Two CEO says a number, it's hard to be like, yeah, that guy made a mistake. That's the CEO of Take-Two.
Yeah, that was interesting. And he said,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was weird.
So it's pretty hard to fathom that Sony isn't going to pivot to make more money. It just don't make.
King, what are you doing? Put that back up.
He said we.
I wasn't going to say that because I didn't want to take this down, but he said, if I recall, and I watched that video several times in slow motion, someone did. It said, "Hey Phil, we are at 30 million."
Yeah, he did. He did. It's very, very
I don't know
interesting.
about you, but when I say we, I think team. But
let me boot up before I give it to Hustle. I want to ask you this question, Boom. You know, so obviously, I guess the thing that's surprising is how bold he is at being and transparent with it. Because generally, let's be honest, the base has been resistant to opening the borders, so to speak, on the exclusive titles and things like that. King is laughing.
Release the hounds.
So my question is, do you think, like, what avenue do you think it takes? Do you think it takes, like, okay, are we doing, you know, moving that now more aggressively to PC, or is this mobile? Like, what avenue does this take? Because he clearly, the 10 million for the PlayStation exclusive is not satiating him. It's not satisfying him, right? So where do you think he takes it as far as this?
I think he takes it where his board members tell him to go.
Okay.
All right. His board members are telling him, hey, listen, you put out a couple of PlayStation 5 exclusives. You can't get the console to everyone. And we took a bath on X, Y, and Z. And that's just not cutting it. There's a reason why all of these OG PlayStation games, IPs like God of War and Horizon and the rest of them are going to eventually be on PlayStation 4 because you have to make the money. Listen, this is not surprising, but again, it does put Jim in a bad light because this is not what he was talking about only about a month or two ago. And now he's going back. Look, the reality is this. PlayStation fans, here comes the Band-Aid ripping. Rip. It's day and dates to wherever it's going to go, and you're just going to have to suck it because that's business.
What is so funny, Jay?
Okay, so his new name, once that happens, is going to be Worldwide Jim. Worldwide Jim. It ain't gonna be dance moves no more because he ain't playing with you.
So the dance is where he was playing games.
He international. He worldwide, son.
I can't.
Said JimRyan is the streets, and the streets is for everybody.
Oh, yo.
Boy. Hey, listen.
Let's go, Hustle. Let's go.
I do want to say this. Shout out to Phil Spencer, because when they first initiated everything in terms of putting Xbox games on PC, we'll start there, right? When they first initiated that, it caught a little heat, right? Yeah. But the best thing they could have done for me was putting those games on PC because I got another way to play it.
Yes.
Jim ain't playing with y'all. So now we look at Game Pass. Okay, so look, now we look at Game Pass, right? Now the 31 million number, I'm not going to say that it's true or false, but Phil Spencer could have corrected him. What Phil Spencer said in the interview was, he said the last time we reported it was 18 million.
Right.
So you're not wrong, but we just
PR, that was very PR, very PR.
So first of all, CEO of Take-Two, slow down a little bit. Don't put our business out there like that. That's first and foremost.
That was the translation?
Don't
slow down, my guy. You do it too much.
We're not ready for that.
The first public reported number was 18. Continue.
That's right. But he was happy because they booed up.
Oh, indeed. Yeah, there's something going on over there, I'm sure. The third thing I want to say is, in the words of Damon Wayans, more money, more. Listen, if y'all crazy, we saw all this stuff coming to PC. The second we saw, what was it, Horizon Zero Dawn, and people made a big shout out to my homie Jack Move Johnny. He made a whole thing about it. I said, it's over. I said, oh no, it's over. It's a wrap. Now maybe we may not get these games day one, but according to this report, my man said hundreds of millions, and he really meant billions for real. Because if we are going to take that Xbox model, that Phil Spencer model, look, we putting it on the phone, dog.
Yeah.
This is
I
rap. It's
did
rap.
have
You
a
put-
topic. Not
Yes.
to cut you, Hustle. I did have a topic not too long ago that I was bringing to the realm. You remember that topic, Cog, when I was talking about PlayStation games going to the cell
Yes.
phones?
Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Continue, sorry, I do
Continue.
apologize,
Yeah.
but I did
No.
have that topic. We shelved that topic
Yeah.
because the topic was dated,
Right.
but it's
relevant
it's
again.
all
Yeah.
relevant
Yup.
Now.
now.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody nobody in their right mind. And Jimmy, he is a Jimmy. I'm gonna call him Jimmy, man. Jimmy is a businessman. He do care about them numbers, man. And look, shout out to all the PlayStation fanboys on Twitter, on YouTube. You're not good enough. You are not good enough. It don't matter. Oh yeah, we sold, however many consoles we sold, right? We might have, let's say we hit 80 million, right? PlayStation sold 80 million consoles. Only 10 million of y'all bought it. That's
You
not
sound
good
like
enough.
King
We need more of this. No, we need more of this. Oh wait, y'all want to play on? Y'all
Less
want
of
to
this.
play on the phone?
More
Oh,
of
y'all
this.
want to play on the console? Cool. We can play on the TV. We can play it on the phone. You can play it on your tablet. All right, look. How much money? How much money Phil on the making?
Kid.
All right, cool. We on that too.
Yo, he saw Phil
come
pull
on,
up in a
yo.
yacht. He said Phil bought a yacht.
He said, how you get that? That games don't move like that. How you get that money?
Wait a second. They only sold 7 million. We sold 10. How come I ain't get a yacht?
Man,
How come I ain't get a yacht? I ain't get
Man.
that bonus. I ain't get
That's
bonus
that
like
$1 billion talk. That's how I go there.
man, look.
That's when Jim said, "Okay, now that's enough of this. That's enough of this. Oh, hey, I'm the true Dundada here."
I've seen this coming for a long time. Maybe not the phone thing so much. So like when I saw that interview, when you sent it to me, Cognito, I was like, oh, if it wasn't over before, if you didn't think you lost your girl before, she gone. She is for everybody. It is over. It doesn't mean that the quality of something like this will change.
No question.
It doesn't mean that the quality is going to change per se. It means a whole lot more money coming in. It means a lot more opportunities. I actually am looking forward to this for like the indie people who are around, who are in Game Pass, right? Who are in PlayStation now. Like they get the best benefit out of that. Aerial Knights Never Yield is probably one of my favorite games this year. It's only about an hour and a half, but I got to take the time to like do that because this gentleman made this game by himself.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yes,
Salute to the young
So,
brother.
If it's on phones and it's on PlayStation and it's on Xbox and it's on it, if it's everywhere and everybody see it, you get to it. So as an indie developer all day, but Jimmy want that bread, dog. He want that money. He want that money. And he gonna get it. And he gonna get it.
Ain't much more to be said. I mean, King probably just laughing when he saw this news because this is what he's been saying for so long. Boom said things so eloquently. Yeah, I mean, it just comes to show you there's a difference between the fanboyism and the boardroom, right? And the fanboyism and the pride. And we get it. We're never going to disrespect and say PlayStation hasn't been successful. We're never going to say that, these games ain't hitting and they're quality exclusives. But the reality is, it's like, Hustle said, like in his mind, that's not enough. Like King said, like he said, that's not enough. And the only way I could visualize them improving and increasing their scope is bringing these games to PC, bringing these games to mobile. Doing what you got to do, cloud streaming services.
That stuff on Xbox.
I don't know if it's going there, but
if I get a hold of God of War on my Xbox, you guys better run.
You will be popping bottles. I know. Yeah, it's. I think for me, the interesting thing charting JimRyan is each time they speak to him, the bolder he gets.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, the PlayStation community is a very
They gave him a sensu bean. Man, it's about to go Omega.
They're a very passionate, community, and they take things very serious. So even remember, put it this way, Hustle. Remember we were
taking Twitter seriously.
Yeah, they take Twitter seriously.
If they took it seriously, they buy games. But they don't.
Listen, remember like we would watch the shows and Demon Souls were in, and there'd be this curious mistake coming to PC at the bottom. Oh no, that was a mistake, and and I'm like, there's no way there's a mistake. Like that's already done. You just wasn't ready. So what it is like a grooming. It is like we got to get them on board slowly because we know a lot.
Start off with light petting.
A lot of people are resistant, but this is the direction they're going. To me, it's clear as day. It's clear as day. And the way I look at it is like, if it's gonna help PlayStation get more money to allow them to have more sequels and bring the games that we
Want
want.
to get out the console business. They putting out these high price weak consoles. Let's just get past this and let's get these games to everyone.
Look, at the end of the day, I get you. But it's like at the end of the day, he did say a good point. It's gated. The way. Shout out to Sean Layden. He even said it recently. Shout out to Barry in Persona. On
Persona.
Yeah,
yes.
on the What's Up PlayStation podcast. He said it like there's only a certain amount of money in that box. Even if you're the best, you get all. There's a box on that console space. There's a ceiling, right? After a while, it's like, yo, with the rising cost of games, the way things is in development, you can't afford these things to flop and not get that back. And you trying to hit more. So even if it means, yo, let the PC community eat. You know, let them get a taste of what's going on here. King is stupid. King, because you read clearly what it's
No, I'm just with you. I'm pantomiming everything you're saying.
Like I said, just even if they, PC.
I'm just gonna be
The PC community, people want to eat, and more people want to get a hold of these games. And you're seeing it with the TVs as well, and implementation, things like that. So this is where it's going, y'all. This is where it's going. The key for me, the curious thing for me, and my last point, we'll move on, is I want to see if they do anything with the PlayStation Now or the PS Plus model. If anything changes, because we know the last thing that a lot of people are holding on to, obviously, is their day. I'm not there yet.
They did it. Called Crunchyroll.
Look, maybe they do that with, they have a strategy there with the movie stuff and the Funimation. But look, that's all I got. Y'all savage. I'm gonna get these super chats we move.
They gonna spoon feed you all the anime you want to eat. Since you like watching stuff.
Oh my God. Anyway, so look, let me read these super chats and we move on. Drunken Ninja, $5 super chat. Good afternoon, Lords. Another wonderful Sunday watching y'all. Love being here, and big shout out to Kai, the coolest person I know. Salute. Blessings. Let's see what else we got.
We have a channel member, Lord Meyer Hoof.
Yeah.
I hope I got that right.
You got it.
Let's see. He's been a member for 2 months. Thank you for your support. If we change the brand name, it's almost what Phil Dominus Maximus Aurelius. I'm not West Indian King. I do it no justice. Aurelius. Thank you, sir. Aurelius Spencer said long ago. Yes, sir. The next one is from Gameonics.
Yep,
I hope I got that right.
Yep, Gameonics.
We have Gameonics. Thank you. Let's see. We have. Okay. We have is no PS Now in India after being promised.
Wow.
Okay, so what we have now, so they were promised, they don't have it in India. They don't have PS Now in India. That sucks, actually.
Let me get one away.
That makes sense, and now there's been a big turnover to Game Pass.
Yeah.
It's actually, now I got jumped. You get one away because I got jumped. I was about to read one away, it didn't jump me. So if you want to grab it for me, it would be appreciated, sir. You got one away?
Me?
Hustle? Yeah, because I was going to grab it, and then it just jumped me.
Okay, cool. Since people shout out to 108 Dragons TV, y'all make sure y'all support him as well.
Please.
Since people like pocket watching, watch this 30 million times $10 a month for Game Pass. Don't do Ultimate. Let's aim at entry price. Let's aim at the entry price. Okay. Let's see. Peeps in the chat. Okay, hold on. Peeps in the chat. Type in the answer, please. Jim knows numbers. That's why Microsoft still around facts. Okay, I butchered that. My fault. You was shorthanding a lot of stuff. I gotta get used to reading.
You good.
Okay. Laughing is the cure. That's a good name.
I like that.
Hold on. Make sure I get this right.
So that's why they hired Jim Ryan. PlayStation would copy Xbox Game Pass, Blueprint, and eventually
EA, and eventually EA Access. Ubisoft Play will be add on both services. That's something that's heavily.
I've been waiting for that. Okay. I've been waiting for that. You play.
Yeah, I've been
waiting for that for a minute because I have not purchased any of the last Assassin's Creeds on purpose.
Nothing. I think I'm caught up now. Is that Parasite Green.
Yeah, I was gonna butcher his
nah, you
name.
good. You got. I think
Yes.
I'm caught up now. Because now,
right.
£5 super chat. I remember listening to Royce and M Scary Movie while driving in Liberty City and GTA 3, but would take WB. I would take WB over Take Two for a new Batman and Mortal Kombat versus Killer Instinct.
Yep,
I know
speak that,
Boom
speak-
would like
speak
that.
that. Oh,
No
yeah.
doubt. Salute
Shout
to him.
out to you, Emin
kill me
Royce.
with that.
No
Like,
doubt.
If you know,
like,
you know.
Yeah,
Yep.
you know that Evan Royce, Urban Ninja 313, $5 super chat. The problem with Spider-Man and any other Marvel game Sony makes is what happens when Disney say, "Why is the game only here?"
Oh, like
That sound
baseball?
like MLB. Yeah, MLB said that.
Put it over there. What you gonna say? No? Then you're gonna go anyway.
You got the license. Jonathan B, the homie. I haven't seen that name in a minute. Shout out to Jonathan B, $5 super chat. I just want to know, when did JimRyan turn into Beanie Man? He saw those MLB The Show's numbers and said, "Pon the replay."
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Remixer. Selector. Rewind.
He's stupid. Laughing is the cure. $2 super chat. Message retracted, sir.
Retracted. What
Let me
happened?
know what happened. Let me know what happened. Put it in at me in the chat. So he super chatted
It is
again.
next, yeah.
Super chat again. Laughing is the cure. $5 super chat. I don't think Sony will put their exclusives day one. I think they'll release 6 months after release. They can still get money on the back end that way. You know what I'm saying? After the things satiated.
No, I know. It doesn't hurt. This is the thing. What does it hurt to put your stuff? Because at that point in time, everybody already talked about it. Everybody already did all this stuff. They became studios for a reason. They're hiring all these studios and stuff like this for a reason. They hired Nixus for a reason. You know, they purchased these studios. They got these studios to put these things into place. There's no reason for you to have a full-blown Bugatti inside your garage and for you not to hit that highway that has no speed limit and go do that. So don't tell me, oh, they're gonna wait 6 months to go drive that car. No, they're gonna drive that car right now.
I mean,
all right, so
we gotta
day
see.
and date is gonna. What
think
does
it's
it do
better?
to you? Like it
I
just
mean-
allows you to purchase it someplace else.
I just think their model is different because their model is so on console sale. Yeah, they're using an older model,
and
right?
Jim just told you it was old and this is not working, and I don't care about your thoughts. Like he just literally told you we've been gating this off for what? Because you dudes ain't doing what I'm supposed to. Jim needs a yacht. He wants a boat.
Jim needs a yacht. That's what this is about.
Yo, this is about that. But he saw Phil's yacht and was like, how the
can't.
hell did he get a yacht? I gotta get a yacht too. I'm not gating this stuff no more. He was so bold with telling you it was gated off that y'all are not enough. I want the 100 million. I got to do this.
You know, it's funny. We wouldn't even be having this conversation if 40 and 50 million PlayStation owners bought their first party games.
Yep.
Right? This
Facts.
would not be
Oh,
a
facts.
conversation.
It's on you guys.
The reason why we're having this conversation is because there's 114 million consoles for the PlayStation 4, and only 25 million of you, which is less than a quarter,
Support.
bought Spider-Man 2018, which again, that just goes to show you that if Spider-Man, which is a world-renowned brand for both Sony and Marvel, sells only 25 million to 114 million consumers, The Last of Us 2 sells 13, 14, let's just say 18 million. 18 million? What happened to the other 94 million console owners? What happened?
On Twitter.
Yeah, on Twitter.
Yeah, on Twitter. Look, I get what you're saying. In relation to the console space, it's good. You know, I'm not trying to poo-poo the number like it's bad.
No, 18 million of anything
but
is big.
you're right in terms of the overall picture, and that's what King is always. He's always been consistent with. He's always been on his square that he don't respect. A lot of people talk about, you know, all this, the exclusive being such a dominant thing. When you look at these other franchises, the Call of Duty or whatever, that's the Maddens, whatever, that's selling more in ratio with the base, right? Of how many is out there, and it looks like, you know, big boardroom is talking, and Ryan has transformed, whether people like him or not. You know, he had that interview was very interesting. He had a good discussion about how bad it was in Europe, how Ken Katarugi, the father of PlayStation, called him into the room and said, "Fix your inefficient business." And yeah, it was cold-blooded. It was cold-blooded. He did.
Chopped off legs.
Right.
He went in there and he said, "You're not producing." And I told you, once you get this dude into chop down mode, some of your favorite studios that you be claiming is all hitters are not, and the numbers don't lie. Jim looks at the numbers. He looks at performance. If you're not hitting, you're going to get benched. I don't care what you feel.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's interesting.
I think he lost the pinky. I mean, that's why we never see his hands. I'm just saying.
Listen, he's got the ear. At the end of the day,
Yes.
he's got the ear. So let's finish with the super chat. Cedric H with the $10 super chat. Hashtag compliant.
Yes, sir. Yes,
We doing that, me. Hargeet Shani, $5 super chat. From GimRyan. Do you see PS Now becoming more like Game Pass, or PlayStation putting Game Pass on their platform in some way?
the structure is not the same. They cannot do it in that manner. Why go build a house when you could just go across the street and Airbnb Microsoft Game Pass? It doesn't make any sense for you to fix an infrastructure in a bad house. Just go right across the street, put your furniture in that house, because why? It's good over there.
I disagree. I disagree with the latter.
Let's go.
They're not going to put Game Pass on there. Like, all right, look, I don't know.
Oh, no.
What's up?
I did not say they're going to put Game Pass on PlayStation.
Oh, no, I was answering the question.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he was asking, should they put Game Pass on their platform in some way? They're not going to do that.
Oh, no.
They don't
They're
have
not
to.
going to do that. Nintendo not going to do that, even though Nintendo and Microsoft, but they're not going to do that. They're definitely not going to do
They
that.
just ain't going to have a console.
I think that because we saw this back in 2013 when PlayStation bought Gaikai. I think it was 2013.
Yeah.
We saw that we saw this type of movement back then. It just wasn't implemented properly.
Right.
So when I said earlier, like when you see it on your phone, you're gonna see it on your TV. They're gonna find a way to implement it there. And as a matter of fact, aren't they working with the with Microsoft?
They work with the Azure deal in the background.
Yeah.
We brought some transistors from them, and we gave them some service because they need service. We needed transistors, and they needed servers. So we helped them out. And guess what we doing? We're helping them exit the console business.
You're ridiculous.
You already got the service. You really don't need to be selling this stuff.
I'm done. You just trying to promote your narrative, sir. Anyway, moving on. Splendiferous, $2 super chat. Jim said, "Why is Phil's steaks bigger than mine?" Savage. Oh, shout out to Josette Rivera. Mrs. Bull, $20 super chat.
Oh man.
Regards to the ILP crew. Sending my support and love, Mrs. Boom. Much love.
you.
for the
Go,
present.
that's misses.
That's
I
the
see.
missus. Salute. Always love. King One Supreme, $5 super chat. Once day and date happens, we need that compilation of Sony stands and Twitter spaces. Make it happen, ILP. Listen, man.
Oh, boy.
Yo, God bless.
That's
Say
the
less.
day I'm gonna do a spaces.
That's when you gonna do. You gonna
When they do date and date, you gonna see me in spaces hosting a room.
That's when you gonna bust out your. You gotta.
It's gonna be an AA for y'all.
You gonna need therapy.
Sit down and talk.
Clutch Man 015 super chat. The latest Forza Horizon 5 stream has me more excited than ever. They didn't show the event lab stuff, but sheer size of the stadium, incredible, no doubt. Yeah. Raiden Blade, £5 super chat. Gamers, you need to understand software is king. Consoles make no money. Why waste money on R&D when you can deliver it without? Get out of your feelings. Oh my God, Jesus!
Facts. Y'all not buying games.
Listen, we'll see what happens, but I do think there's places where consoles are still needed, but that's me. Spartan Ghost 17, £2 super chat. Jimbo pulling up the Game Pass with that God of War. Okay.
Nah.
108 Dragon, my man. $5 super chat. Brooklyn stand up, Dragons Den. The answer is 300 mil a month. So when people say Game Pass is not sustainable, laugh out loud. Jim sees that bag and Sony wants in, but 70 mil would do for now. Facts. No doubt. Yeah. Gameonomics, $40 Indian rupees. By the way, Game Pass Ultimate is $10 in India, no doubt.
That's crazy.
Donna Tackle, $5 super chat. Nintendo is the only one doing the numbers to support the old model.
That's true. That's
they
very true.
joints do sell crazy as far as their first party exclusive. That is very
first
true.
party.
Sell 1-to-1 with the consoles, which is really redonkulous.
Mm-hmm. Oh, shout out to my man DJ Orals. He just got that snapback. Got to get the hat for your birthday. Oh, happy birthday if it's your birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Let me know when that birthday go down, sir. That's my Destiny brother right there. Salute to him. You already know. Spartan Ghost, we said, oh, Lord. Sky's 17, 2 super chat. Jim, row your boat, Ryan, is tired of paddling to work.
Hey.
He on that yacht talk. He on that
upper body strong as I don't know what. Boy, let's go.
He on that yacht talk. Rated Blade, £5 super chat. We all have a box we like. But how many companies would still be around had we have services like these? Real gamers need to change. buy everything. Okay,
Yeah,
bars.
that's right.
Or just
Bars.
get Game Pass and wait for it to come out and just do that because I'm not spending nothing.
Shout out to the Shop Podcast on my homie
Fuzzy.
Belvedere. Love Fuzzy, man. 114 million consoles don't equal 114 million players. Many of us have had multiple PS4s. Don't forget, Epic is their PC gateway, no doubt. So let's move into
And
this.
they got stock in there.
Let's move into this last topic, y'all. We get out of here with this last one. This is an important one, so shout out to King for bringing it up. I will set it up for you, King, if you like, sir.
Yes, please.
Yeah, man. The Chinese government is in the news, and this is kind of important. Normally, the ILP don't touch too many of the political stuff, but when it gets to gaming, I think it needs to be talked about. So, it looks like they are set to crack down on video games with content that state deems immoral. According to a leaked meme, and I believe the leaked memo, the South China Morning Post, the details, the content the government regulators will no longer approve. This includes games that include same-sex relationships or effeminate males, as well as games in which a character's gender is not immediately apparent. If regulators can't tell the character's gender immediately, the setting of the characters could be considered problematic and red flags will be raised, as the memo states. And the second will be games that allow players to make moral choices between good and evil paths are also on the chopping block. Some games have blurred moral boundaries, the memo states. Players can choose to be either good or evil, but we don't think games should give game players that choice, and this must be altered. So, King, this is you. I'm gonna let you set it off. This is something obviously that we've kind of alluded to in the past with Chinese government involvement in gaming. So, what do you think?
Well, they don't share our same views. They don't have freedom of speech in that same manner.
Right.
All right. So, I'm going to go and pivot into a different direction. Bloober Team. 22% of Bloober Team was purchased by Tencent.
Yep.
Where is Tencent based? In China.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So the government has told Tencent to curb their spending, and they hit them with heavy sanctions not too long ago. And they, Tencent lost a grip of money, but for them it's like a wet Wednesday. It don't matter. Really don't matter. You ain't stopping my cash flow, blood. So it don't matter. But what's problematic is Tencent really doesn't go out and purchase the whole studio. They purchase a controlling share, a large enough stake that they have a voice, right?
Good point.
And if their government is telling them that they don't want these type of games or games that doesn't follow their ideology, their beliefs, their government structure, then Tencent will be forced to implement that in games and companies that they own shares in. They own shares in tons of companies that you have no idea. And I told you, always be careful for the guy that comes and he brings the bag and says, I don't want nothing from you now.
Facts.
He just left the bag of money and he said, okay, so what I got to do for this, my man? Nothing, man. Go ahead. So you mean I could pay my mortgage, get my lights on, I can feed my family, buy some clothes, I got some gas money, I could do all this, that, and the third. But my man, what do I owe you, man? Because you're saving me right now. This is crazy. What can I do? What can I do? I don't need nothing right now. I'll holler at you later, my dude. I gotta go right now. I gotta go. I'm busy over here.
Thanks for saving me.
I got another. Yeah, but yo,
we'll be in touch.
You good though? We good? You good? That's all you need? You don't need nothing else?
Good point.
No, I'm good. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And then the white paper slide up under your door. They're like, what is this? What you mean? No effeminate men.
Yep.
What the hell? What are you
what
talking
you
about?
mean?
No right or wrong choices in games. That's our whole branch that we were doing. What happens when they say they don't like certain races in games, and when they don't like certain ethnicities?
It's gonna be a problem.
And all this other stuff. And we already had heard, stuff with certain things, certain races not being in games. So when you go to your created character and your created character color isn't in that create a character, you can create a character here type isn't in that. Or what happens when they start stereotyping certain races to just look like this or to just look like that? And how does this transform our gaming experience when they have they tendrils so deep in such many companies that I told you guys be very careful of the White Walkers, and y'all just didn't know who I was talking about. And I told you before, it was Tencent the whole time.
And that's bars, man. This bars is a very important subject. Obviously, you know, we try to talk about things and pertaining to gaming, and this is now affecting gaming, right? We usually generally stays clear of this kind of stuff, but we got to be honest. This is now affecting gaming. It has to be talked about. I'm gonna switch it. Let's get Hustle first, and I got you, boy. I just want to Hustle. Like, where you at with this? Like, when you're hearing, you know, things like that, and you know, affecting maybe game development and game design, and maybe games being screened as far as what type of content they have in it.
All right, I'm gonna break this down just from a creative standpoint. I've been creating since I was around 18. Used to rap, used to try to do different things. Imagine being a rapper, submitting a verse and it's like, nah, this ain't good enough. Or no, you can't say this. You got to say that. Over there in China, and I don't see. I almost don't even want to comment on it for real, but they kind of control what they people. They control like the propaganda over there.
Yep.
This is something that you can look up on your own. I'm not trying to be controversial. It's something you can look up on your own. This is censorship at its finest, and if you know anything about me, man, like, look, I understand we got rules on this podcast, so no profanity, what have you. I'm cool with that. But in terms of if you were to say, if Cognito was to say Hustle, you can't be Hustle, I would not be over here.
Facts.
I promise. If anybody would tell me, I would not be over here. So now you run into a situation to where, a feminine male. Nah. But we don't want our people saying that. A woman kissing another woman. Oh, no, we don't want to see that. A man kissing another man, we don't want to see that. Like, and I want to bring up,
wouldn't get that.
The facts.
There's certain games that just wouldn't exist.
Wouldn't exist. Like, and I want to bring this up too. Fairly recently, I want to say like 6 months ago, there was a ban in China for children and teenagers who can only play the game like 3 hours a week.
Yes, sir.
Like they really just put that down. And now, granted, Twitch has their own version of, China has their own version of Twitch. For those of you all who don't know, the name escapes me. I know I did a video on it once upon a time, but they have their own like everything. They have their own Google, they have their own YouTube, but they kind of control everything. So this is, I'm gonna be real with you, man. Like, a lot of times, King, you said the best. You got to be you got to be careful about who you take money from. Like, they helped you, but at the same time, what did you really give up at that point? Like you pretty much. I don't want to say sold your soul, because I don't want to make it seem that dire. But at the same time, if you can't be yourself and make the bread,
what are you?
Don't make the bread. You keep your integrity at that point. I know it's a lot of money.
Good money.
That's right. My grandma used to tell me that all the time. I know the money is there, but I know it's just people looking around. Like, is it possible for the government to even get involved with what Tencent is doing? Because y'all brought it up earlier. They're buying majority stakes in a lot of these companies. And look, and I'm not saying don't support them. Support what you like. I'm just saying that we got to be careful in terms of the censorship. Like, the censorship thing is going to bother me. Like, it's that censorship thing, man. And I know that, I think this is like new to China in particular, because they're just getting consoles. I think for like the first time, I do believe, if that research that I did was right. This is like their first like foray into it. So when you see Xbox, you'll see PlayStation over there. When we see them over there, the official joints, just be on your pivot. Your head got to be on the swivel over there. And I wouldn't say deprive certain people of a thing, but their government is actually going to deprive you of an Uncharted 5, because, well, it's speculated that Chloe and Nadine are going to be romantically involved. Speculated. Rumor on my part, of course. I'm not an insider.
You good.
But if they're not going to allow that means you're not going to get that.
You're going to miss out.
Like that to me, like that hurts me as a creative, just in particular. It's like a threatening thing to where, like, you can't tell people how to create their art. Whether we agree with it or not, you can't tell people how to do that, man. And
it's real.
It's just, man, it's disheartening, and I don't know anyone over in China, sadly, but that's disheartening to what they're missing out on. Now, granted, you know the real ones, man, they gonna find a way to, get their Jack Sparrow on and play the game the way they want to play. The real ones are gonna do that. But you gotta be careful in that realm too. It's just, I don't know, man. This is
It's a touchy one. It's a touchy one.
Yeah.
It's good
And
points,
I'm really
Hustle.
trying. I'm really trying
No,
to be
no,
easy
Hustle,
because
you
I
on
don't
fire.
really
No,
talk
you've
about none of
been
that on
on
my
fire,
channel.
brother. No, you on fire, brother.
All right.
Great points.
All right.
I want to give it to my boy Boom. You know, when this news came across to you, what's your feeling? What's your thoughts on this whole situation?
Well, I mean, at the overall picture, it's bad.
Yeah.
Hustle had a tremendous amount of incredible points. An artist cannot be put into a box, right? We as content creators want to create our content that represents us. This new imposing law by a dictator led country is bad for gaming. There is a reason, folks. Listen, there is a reason why, and I don't want to turn this into an acquisition conversation, but it's a part of it. Cog. There is a reason why Microsoft and even Sony are making these acquisitions, because they're starting to see this. This is. I know that the fun talk is this is acquisition season. No, this is more like consolidation season.
Yep.
Because what's happening is you're going to see King's onto something. Tencent is big. He's been talking about this. I've been talking about, listen, I'm not saying not to trust Tencent. I'm saying that they have their hooks into a lot of developers, and there's a reason for it, and they are going to be told what to do and how to do it by the Chinese government. And if you can't get said player kissing another said player, then you have they have 22% of your company, you're kind of going to be stuck, right? So creators, these development houses, both small and big, are going to find themselves pushed up against the wall, and they're going to have to do it the way they don't want to do it. And you're going to see this is a growing problem that needs to be addressed. And you know something, I'm not a politics kind of a dude. I kind of want to just love everybody, but this is one of those. This goes to the exclusive, not to the inclusive conversation, and this is not good. When I actually saw people drop that into my DM about the 22% thing, I was like, I did this. I had a devastated look on my face, because now, yes, it's not controlling. It's only 22%, but it's still 22%. And we don't know what other companies that they have that stake potentially more in, right? You know, like King was made it funny. Hey, drop the bag, go pay your rent, and everyone's excited, and then you get the little note under the door.
I like that King put it with the white paper.
What? I can't do this, but that's the truth. That's the truth, and that is why you're going to see Microsoft and Sony and several other of these big publishers start consolidating, start acquiring. I'm not going to say that it's going to come down to maybe 3 or 4 entities owning everything. That's probably not going to happen.
They can do that.
But Embracer Group is a perfect example of how it can happen. They have 76 developers, folks, quietly. 70, and they have listen to this. They have over 300 IPs. Embracer Group. A lot of people didn't know that about that. And then what have they been doing? Quietly getting 7 here, 6 here, 8 here, and no one pays Embracer Group any mind, because they see the big picture. They see the Tencent situation happening, and they have 76 developers, folks. This is why when I start hearing, oh, Microsoft is turning into a monopoly, I laugh. Like, you people don't know business.
Real.
So this is bad. This is bad for the people. This is bad for gamers. Could potentially turn into something very serious. China is, they monitor everything there. And they control the narrative. Hell, they cut. Look what happened with several. Look what happened with Shang-Chi. Did that get into China?
Yes, good point.
It did not get into China.
Good point. Forgot about that.
Are the Eternals getting into China? No, it is not. They are controlling the narrative. It is bad for the world. It is bad specifically for gaming. I will say. I'll leave it at that.
No, I remember, and specifically with Shang-Chi, some comments about, the actor or actresses not being beautiful enough.
The government.
They didn't. According to the report, they didn't look Chinese enough for
yeah,
them,
I
which
did-
is
Huh?
ridiculous.
Yeah, I
Okay.
did hear that. It was surprising.
That whole thing, it was a art direction and their choices, right? And again, how Disney wants to make their movies, Disney wants to make their movies,
Right.
right? How Disney, Marvel wants to make their movies, that's up to them.
Yeah.
And if that government doesn't want, and that's a large market.
It's a large
for
market.
movies.
Yeah.
There's a huge market for movies. But for the layman, for the guys that's trying to figure out why are we so up in arms, imagine you getting that 52 box of Crayola, right? And they say, okay, here you go, here's your Crayola. Guy comes over and says, yo, here you go. Oh man, thank you. I needed to finish off this painting, and I needed some. I was doing some abstract stuff with these crayons. Thank you so much. I didn't have the money to purchase this, but you purchased these crayons for me. All right, cool. By the way, give me red, black, yellow, orange, and green.
52 turned into 8.
Yeah. Have your fun with that. I'll take the red, black, orange, and green. And give me yellow. All right, have fun.
Yeah, that was real. It's real.
And you're just sitting there with your face like, dude, how am I supposed to finish the artwork that I was trying to do with this limiting thing that you're doing here? Like, I'm an artist. I need to have all the crayons in my 52 box in order to make the great art. This is like censorship of restrictions at its finest. Hustle is on to something when he was talking about it, and I'm just so fearful for what lies ahead going forward when they find a different tactic in limiting us. Remember, they tried to stop us with Mortal Kombat.
Remember that? That was a big deal back in the day.
That was a huge thing.
Huge deal.
Right?
Deal.
They tried to do it again with Hot Coffee and Grand Theft Auto.
Remember that?
Okay. All right. So every couple of years, it rears its ugly head.
Yes.
And in this time, y'all never thought that it will hit over in this area, because we love our Japanese anime games. They have feminine men in a lot of these games. All right. And I love The Last of Us 2. I wouldn't have gotten certain scenes out of The Last of Us 2 if these viewpoints were able to be held. All right. Neil Druckmann, we will not have the greatness of Neil Druckmann being seen if he has to be beholden to these companies in this manner. I'm fearful that they're finding a new tactic to attack us. And they're doing it from the within instead of through legislation.
Yeah, let me go pause up. You guys, everybody, fantastic points. King, definitely proud of you bringing this subject to my attention for the realm. Definitely needed to be spoken. I want to also shout out, I'll be remiss, I have to shout out also the home team with Colin Moriarty and Last Stand Media, because they have been beating this drum for the longest, and it's like, why is no one else talking about it? And again, Cog, I try to stay out of politics as much as I can. I'm here for the fun and the gaming, but if it affects gaming, I got to talk about it, right? So at the end of the day, it's just like, King said it best, like, not every bag is a good bag. Not every bag is a good. You got to be mindful, and also, Hustle, you said some great points, which is the reason when gaming is so important to me, because this to me is artistry. These are our creators. We get some of the most beautiful stories and things told, even from other regions, in a way that's just so cool. So it's like I am not a fan of putting any restriction on anything. To me, it's like, let the if that is his vision or her vision, let them create.
Let it be.
Let it be. Now it's up to us to say, you know what? I ain't for that vision. I'm not going to support that. But I'm about allowing the vision to exist. Let the vision exist. They have the right. So when you take these bags, Tencent or whomever, be cognizant of what you signing up for. Like King said, that white paper might get slid underneath your door, and your cutscene, your move, your character remove. And to me, this hits hard. Shout out to my Last Stand Media dudes who are in here from the team. Is that for the live event, y'all, that I went to for it was the greatest games of all time. My pick was Mass Effect 2. That game would not exist under this current structure.
Correct.
I saw that in the article.
2, one of my greatest games of all time, in my opinion, would not exist under the current censorship model. And that's sad. That's sad. And it's something to be mindful of. You know, King said also Last of Us, right? You know, something to be mindful of. Boom, you've been on fire too. It's just, we got to pay attention. We got to wake up. And it's more than just games. Their tendrils are also in some aspects of games media. Their tendrils are in a lot of places. So just be cognizant, because this is something that is attacking the art form that I like. You know what I'm saying? That I love. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want anything. Some of the best stories you hear, you know, are from these games and from these characters that are developed in storylines. And, you know, again, great subject. Be mindful. That's not a world, thankfully, that I exist in and I don't want to exist in. You know what I mean? So we got to support. We got to be cognizant of it. But that's what I got. Let's get these super chats and get on out of here. And I'm going to start with the Raiden Blade. £2 super chat. They don't release that type of game there. Hashtag done, I guess. No doubt. Parasite Green with a £20 super chat. Guys, I have been so engaged by your convos today that you managed to get this 80s baby to finally pop his super chat cherry. Keep up the good work. Salute to my 80s babies out there. Parasite. You know what I'm saying? Green. Raiden Blade, £2 super chat. Just have a Chinese edition or games don't sell. Okay.
So wait. So I was going to bring that up.
Let's go.
I was going to say, what are the chances that we do see 2 different versions of a game? Like,
That's interesting.
That's interesting.
I mean, that's going to cost a lot of bread first and foremost.
Yeah.
But I can envision a world where we see game A for us everywhere else, and then game B for them over there, man.
It'll be interesting.
I thought about that.
It'll be interesting to see what happens moving forward. Hargate Shani, 10 super chat. We should be concerned with Tencent buying up stakes in game companies. You could see it with the NBA in Hollywood, where they have to bend the knee. China really doesn't like people of color. Not good.
Nope.
You know, you got to see what's going on, man. Raiden Blade. It looks like I got skipped. There we go. Raiden Blade, £2 super chat. China has already cut the gaming time to 2 hours per week. Wow. That's interesting. I don't have confirmation, but if that's true, wow, it's pretty scary. Raiden Blade, £2 super chat again. Imagine ZeniMax had been brought by Tencent. Interesting.
This is why
I can't do a raid off for 2 hours.
Yeah.
No. This is why
finished.
Mike, you know, again, I don't want to turn it into cog. I don't want to take this off the rails, but then we got to get out of here. But this is the reason why Microsoft. And again, folks, I know that the everyone hates Microsoft acquisition talk is real. That comes up almost every week in comments that they can't buy everybody. This is wrong. Right. There's a reason why this is happening, and I'm not saying that it's right, it's wrong, it's indifferent. What I'm saying is that they are looking to be a part of the conversation, but more so protect the industry that they are a part of, and how you do that. And because they're so they have so much money to spend, they can in fact do it. You are literally saving developers from going out of business. And a perfect example is you look at Ninja Theory, you look you look at In Exile. These are there's so many of them that may not exist today without them.
Good point. No, a valid point. I tell people all the time like that. I'm defining Duke as well. Parasite Green again, £5 super chat. Iron Lords, in my eyes, are the Wu-Tang of YouTube. Individually have your own opinions and deliver them in different ways. Wow, that's kind of ball.
I like that.
That is a
Ghostface Killer though.
You goes? I might be the Jizza. Let me be the Jizza.
You can be the Jizza, but I'm Ghost.
You Ghost. No doubt.
Wait. Can I be Raekwon then?
Yes, sir.
You right. No doubt. Only built for Cuban links. No doubt. No doubt. No sound. 10 Raiden Blade, £2 super chat. Time for Tencent to sell off percentage in these studios. And then let's see what else we got.
They're not doing that.
I don't think they
Flame.
Flame.
The next one is Flame.
Let me get the $5
super chat.
Oh, you got me.
Go ahead.
Oh,
okay.
You can take it, Flame.
Okay. All I got this week is a recommendation for the Dragon Quest anime on Crunchyroll. It's so dang good. But anyways, have a good Sunday, fellas. We appreciate you. Thank you, Flame.
Yeah, that's that joint. That's the new game that came out for the PlayStation.
Yo, you stupid. It is not. Shout out to Flame. Shout out to Flame Lords of Gaming.net in the building. Got to shout out the whole team. My boy Flame. You already know what it is.
Wait. Dragon Quest. Wait,
that's the first RPG.
That's EA, right? That's EA?
No.
No.
That's Dragon Quest. You talking about Dragon's Age.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, no
I'm
doubt.
just trying to figure
No,
out.
you good, you good. Shout out to Drawn. TJ Drawn is a Philly slang. You from Philly, sir? $5 super chat. China is not helping the gaming industry. They are hurting. If you guys are right, that's why Xbox and Sony are buying. That's what Boom is alluding to. That's what.
That's
he,
one of the
what he said.
reasons.
One of the
yes.
reasons he said.
Because you know
They
Amazon
have no
was
choice.
trying to put their foot in that water, and
Yeah.
with the Stadia, they
Oh,
was
yeah,
trying
Google
to,
as
they was
well.
trying to do that too.
Oh, yeah, for
yeah,
sure,
it was
for sure.
it was a bunch of them. It was
Oh
a
yeah,
bunch of them,
for
dog.
sure.
Google saw Game Pass and was like, hey.
Hargeet Shadid, $5 super chat. Could you imagine if Tencent buys a large stake or the whole Take Two? Could you imagine what GTA 6 would be like? There are rumors about this happening. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it wasn't
Really?
no 10 cents sitting at that table when he
They
held
not.
out weed at the Phil.
Yo, you still
If anybody buying anybody, Big Daddy Phil gonna be like, yo.
Nah, I'll tell you this: if that is a rumor, I'm almost like 1,000% sure that that's not gonna happen because y'all see what GTA is.
Yeah, oh.
Ain't no way they're gonna allow that to happen. Don't
GTA
matter how
is
much money they put
the
down.
chief
but Joe,
offender.
Yup.
The new GTA, it'll be polished up, cleaned up, shined up just for
Oh,
you.
boy.
sir.
No doubt. Oh, put the crest up for Gabeonomics, my Indian brother. He joined the room. Joined the
appreciate
room.
it.
Salute.
What's
Put it
up?
up straight
Very
from
active
India.
today. Very
Gabeonomics in the
active today.
building. Good to see you, brother. Raiden
What's
Blade.
the Beta Boy song?
Oh, the bait you want to hear now?
That's a good question. Yeah.
Because Aaron wanted me to sing it, but I'm like,
Ain't no song to it. It's just a
yeah.
drum.
It's just an instrumental.
Yeah. But I think I had did some song or whatever when I first did the Beta Boy thing.
Oh yeah, I
But,
think you
okay.
did. Yeah, you
Yeah,
dropped
I
bars to it when we first debuted. I forgot.
gotta
Yeah,
go
you did a
back and get
freestyle.
that.
You did a freestyle. No doubt. Shout out to Raiden Blade. He said, people need to £5 super chat. People need realization that people of color never appeared in games as major characters only now. Fair enough. Splendiferous, $5 super chat. Love to Lord Sov and Lord Addict. Boomstick, one of my favorite shows. I look forward to every week. I do what I can to support the shows. Shout out to RDX, no doubt. RRD, Canadian $2 super chat. Shout out to Sony Avengers with Nixus and Fabric. Okay.
Oh, man.
No doubt. So look, we got to get up out of here. I'm going to read this poll. I got to get Boom and Hustle out of here because they have been rocking very long with us. So we're going to do this poll for the week. New ILP. With the recent interview and statements by JimRyan wanting to reach hundreds of millions to enjoy PlayStation games, how do you anticipate Sony accomplishing this? The choices are A, first-party PlayStation games day and date in subscription services like PS Plus or PS Now. B, first-party PlayStation games on PC, cloud, and mobile. Or C, I don't care, but y'all better keep that same energy when I'm playing PS5 games on my toaster. So shout out to everybody in the crowd when it comes out. Please hit that vote when it goes out. Another banger of a show. Have to salute first my brother, Lord BoomstickXL, Double Barrel Gaming, one of the most pure-hearted individuals in this community. Pleasure to meet him in person. Hang out, go to E3 together when we still could do those things, and just to see the energy, he always provides the community and just the way he helps everybody. I want to give you your roses, brother, because I really don't think people understand how many people that I have heard from your platform for the very first time and then bring them on because I'm like, yo, Boom, give this person a voice. And some people come up to him, hey, man, would I be on your podcast? Boom's like, yeah, absolutely. Grab them up, and I don't think it gets celebrated enough. So salute to you, and obviously one of the hardest working men in the business, one of the best performers in the business.
Thank you, sir.
Damn near 5 shows that we got, but he's killing it, man. Always a smile, great energy, and we talk all the time. Proud to call you a friend, brother. Where can the fine people find you? What you have going on, sir?
I mean, listen, we're super easy. The DMs are always open. I talk to everybody. Listen, giving someone a voice is something that I'm proud to say that I do. It's super important. I think that more people need to do it. Just because you've never podcasted before doesn't mean that you do not have a voice that people want to hear. I think, I've always been inclusive. I've never been a part of the exclusive club. That does not flow well with me. That sends a bad message. And the more people that I can bring up, I think that it's super important. It's what community means, right? It's about supporting others for no reason other than just to be a good guy.
Yes.
It's something that it's the way my father was. I mean, I close out my show with everything that my father taught us. And he said, son, treat others how you want to be treated. Also, it doesn't cost anything to be nice. I live by those rules each and every day. and bringing new voices to the community is important because getting different points of views is important.
Yes.
And, you know, and that's why, I mean, you saw the super chat that everyone has a different view of something. That's important. Nobody wants to be considered a yes man. So if you're interested in my content, I used to do 4 shows. Thanks to the
You're not doing 6 shows no more?
I'm doing
James
3.
Brown.
Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays. They're you know, obviously I'm not saying that the 4th show isn't going to come back in 22 because I think it is, but it's going to be something different. I'm working right now on some different things behind the scene. If you're interested in the content, if you're interested in potentially you know, listening to what we have to say week in and week out, at Mr. Boomstick on XL on Twitter, Double Barrel Gaming on YouTube. And if you are a said person and you want to check that box off, I was on a podcast. Hit me up in the DM and we can make it happen.
Salute. And he's a man of his word, y'all. Salute.
Yes.
Definitely always shows love. Again, if it wasn't, like I said, it's been helped us get over the 1,000 subscriber mark at one point. And he was just like, look, Cog, I believe in ILP. You guys are one of my favorite podcasts. It's a pleasure to help. And we always grateful and thankful. So also make sure subscribe to Double Barrel Game. Hustle and Motivate, put it in there. Let's get Boom over the 9K. Come on, y'all. Get over there. If you're new here, you never heard of Boom, go there, hit that link, hit that subscribe button. Let's get our brother to 9K because, again, the more we get, the more he gets, the better stuff we can provide for the community and give back to you guys. So salute to that. Shout out to One Bad Mother, $5 super chat. Much love to everyone on today's panel. Good people on and off camera. Great show, friends. That's real.
Thank you.
Talk.
Thank you.
You already know. And of course, the DMV's finest, the man with the greatest name right now in Twitter that gives inspiration to the youth. Hustle
That's
and
right, man.
motivate, my guy.
I
What's going on,
definitely
brother?
try. And, you know, Cog, man, once again, I want to like really thank you, King, and I know Sav and Addict on here, but thank y'all for that cosign. I don't really know if y'all know what that mean to me, because I mean, you know, I'm about normal. I'm about just as regular as I can be from DC, man. So it really do mean something. It really definitely does mean something. Ladies and gentlemen, I am on the road to 1,000 subscribers. I'm almost at 600. Go ahead. Hit that subscribe button.
Subscribe button, please.
Yes,
You
sir.
can go ahead and find me every Tuesday with Lord Addict, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this channel, on Lord's podcast channel. So we gonna have fun. We will make history. January, I got some future plans for the channel, but pretty much January, top of the year. Everything should kind of have evened itself out in my personal life. I'm finna go in. I'm finna have a really good time. I got something called Save Slot Saturday, which I will be bringing back. That'll, you know, we do that. I got something else called History with Hustle. It's pretty much game in retrospective on retro
I love
titles
it.
such as these. So I got all of that stuff in the works. And just work with me, not against me, and and we gonna rock, man. Definitely gonna rock. Boom, I'm gonna hit you up.
Oh,
I need to see that
definitely gotta get you on the
collabo.
program, brother. And we got to, collaboration is coming in a big way. I love the old school going back. Game preservation is not talked about enough.
Yeah.
I know.
Physical media. If you guys saw what I have in storage, I could have a whole apartment, and I can't wait to get my own man cave to put it out there.
We all need King to live
Dreamcast.
King's life.
90 plus games, physical games, Dreamcast. So yeah, we definitely gonna hook up, but we definitely gotta get you one of the shows and help push your channel to 1,000. Because folks, YouTube is hard.
Yes.
Remember that.
Yes,
YouTube
it
is
is.
hard, man.
Absolutely. Yeah, please. Shut up, King. Shut up, King.
Can't be out here. YouTube is hard.
Shut up, King.
I should have said difficult. I should have said difficult.
We know what you meant, brother. But nah, like get hustle is good to see. You know how
Indeed.
your elevation, brother, and like I said, proud to support you. And shout out to Addict, man. He really believed in you, and I was like, all right, you know, Addict's got an eye for stuff, and he's been on it with you, man. And I'm glad to help you and assist you with your journey as well.
I don't know how I can repay that gentleman, man. I do not know. I'll find a way at some point, I'm sure.
doing
But like
you,
that,
brother.
Friendship is more than
Yeah.
enough.
Keep doing
Yeah,
you.
yes,
sir.
Keep
Yeah, he
doing
looked
you.
We
out
not
for me,
10
man.
cent.
Yeah.
Oh no.
No doubt. Shout out
no.
to
Don't take the bag.
Don't take the bag. Shout out to Doobie 2,000 check. Get those likes in. Yes, please get those likes
Please
in.
hit the like button, y'all.
Lord King in his bag. Yo, your cat. I think I have to click the cap.
Can I see that hat to the side?
Yeah, like,
and
that is
accent one more
getting-
time,
That's alert,
please,
yeah,
because
How it went, King?
What y'all talking about? You're talking about what y'all mean? What y'all mean?
Well, y'all mean 10 million.
Give me some catfish. a little aki.
I can't. Shout out to King. That's getting clipped, clearly. You already know where you can and find people find you, sir.
Yes, find me eating some roti.
Jamaican JimRyan. Where can we find you, sir?
Jamaican JimRyan. I am the captain now.
Mm-mm.
I wish Bunty was in here today. Shout out to Bunty.
Yeah, Bunty, when Bunty see this,
Bunty gonna go crazy when he
He's
see
gonna
this.
fall out of his chair.
Yes.
He's gonna fall out of his chair.
That's all,
All right,
brother.
well, you can catch me cleaning this house from head to toe.
I feel you.
You can catch me fixing this camera and this microphone, and you can also catch me doing the next media room where you're gonna actually get a chance to see one of my large screen 77-inch television, and some video games and stuff like that. I want y'all to see. I'm setting up a separate room for some stuff and green screen stuff. I want to do some green screen fun stuff, some visualizations for you guys to have, some eye fun.
We're gonna set up that beautiful new mic that we've.
Oh yes.
And has ascended, ladies and gentlemen. I can't wait for y'all to see it.
So we're trying to get that last stand media flow right now.
Yeah. Okay, so what he's talking about is he's talking about this
Legendary,
that
y'all.
flex.
Nice.
Talking about this.
Legendary, y'all.
Remember, the ILP always puts back into
Oh
the
no,
podcast.
nobody's out here buying.
Nobody's out here getting yachts.
King ain't got a yacht.
Kyle, can I say one thing?
What's up, brother?
But
Hey, I do want to emphasize the importance of a more professional setup. Now, granted, if you can't afford it, and that's
Yes,
not a shot at
absolutely.
nobody.
Absolutely.
If you really can't afford it, that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't know how I caught it. I was talking to my dad. I said, I'm gonna start doing a YouTube thing. I said, I'm gonna put some bread up. I said, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I said, but people gonna know who I am. I said, I don't know how it's gonna get done. He kind of looked at me and he laughed a little bit. And but he always believed in me because I'm a firm believer in the law of attraction. Now I put that stuff out in the universe. I watch it come back tenfold each and every time. I'm glad that y'all reinvesting in the sound and everything. As y'all can see, I put that work in.
Yeah, you've been on it. You motivated us that we had to step our game up.
I gotta really respect Dealer.
Yes.
I gotta really respect Dealer because Dealer said,
Yeah, but our own setup, he was on us. Yeah.
You doing that stuff with your microphone from your cell phone? That Papa, you guys cut that out. So I really respect Dealer because Dealer keep it funky. Dealer never gatekeep. Dealer is one of the true real ones.
And puts people on too. We gotta give him his flowers too.
I'm so happy that we get a chance to convene and communicate with a lot of real individuals, real solid people. Boom's a real solid person.
Thank you, sir.
Hustle's a real solid person. These are real solid people. So please go to their channels, go over there and like, subscribe, follow, leave a comment on their videos. I mean, all that stuff matters. Go to lordsofgaming.net where we have the realest gaming news site on the web, bar none. No disrespect
Just please
to
don't,
them big dudes over there.
Just don't say no names. You be in your bag.
I don't care. We better than them.
Don't get in your Tupac bag when you start naming.
You have to prove it to me. You're gonna have to prove it. You're gonna have to Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, prove it to me. You have to prove it to me that they better. But who's to say who's the winner in that thing? Right? I might be Tyson Fury.
They're done.
But listen, we do really good stuff over there. These guys work really, really hard. Some of the best stuff that you're gonna catch on the web. Legion of Doom Fridays at 9 p.m. This last Friday is about sweet nuts.
Pause. You deserve the pause for that.
Listen, pause. I'm telling you, it's about sweet nuts.
Oh Lord.
And catching it in your mouth.
Oh man.
Matrimony.
So
wow.
if you go, you understand what I'm talking about. It's not what you're thinking.
I hope not.
It's not what you're thinking.
I would hope not.
It's funny as hell, and I guarantee you, if you're having a bad day, go watch the last episode because you're definitely gonna bust a gut. Please have a pail next to you
because you're gonna bust out laughing. Shout out to them. So what was it? Was it Friday? What's the name of the channel, sir?
Legion of Doom.
Legion of Doom
is
YouTube
at
channel.
the DCX channel.
On the DCX YouTube channel.
Yeah, the former open mic.
Yes,
We are
Statue
now
Community.
rebranded to Legion of Doom.
Mm-hmm.
Go check it out.
Yes.
You're going to die laughing.
Nah, them dudes is funny.
Sweet nuts.
Good dudes, hilarious. Got a chance to meet them, you know what I'm saying? Very welcoming. Got my first joint, you know what I'm saying? So they, a lot of love on that. Yo, salute.
Trying to get him to get that R print.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to do. Shout out to Raiden Blade, 2 pounds super chick. Guyanese roti with the curry duck. All right.
Yes, sir.
I see you.
Go do that
Right now. Look, we're
Get
gonna get up
hungry.
out of here. But look, y'all, again, Realm, tremendous. Thank y'all for pulling up. Boom, always a pleasure. Glad to do this with you, man. It's been too long, obviously. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Bring it back again. Hustle the fam. You already know us. Please send some love. Solve an addict, please
Yes.
reach out to
And
him.
Sinister.
And again,
And
And Sinister, yes,
So I'm gonna
yes.
leave y'all with the Sinister plug again.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
Cop.
Yeah. Okay.
One more before you go.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
Santi, before you go.
Oh yeah, please. Okay. There you go. Get it.
Yeah. I just got in late. Don't know Boom. Excuse me. Didn't know Boom was on ILP this week. Salute to you, fine gentlemen. I'm starting from the beginning.
Yeah. Okay. This is a
Oh,
classic,
blessings.
bro. This was a
This is a
classic.
good one.
Yeah, we had fun.
We had fun, man. So look.
You know what I mean? When you get to Jamaican GimRyan.
you Jamaican GimRyan is when you get to that segment.
That turn to the hat.
Oh, the hat
side.
system was
Yes,
crazy.
yes.
Oh, look,
Lord.
everybody
Master
enjoy your
Chief had to come
Sunday.
and roll through.
Again, one more shout out to
now.
my brother Sin. If anything you guys could do, again, the link's in the description for the GoFundMe. That's the best way.
Yeah.
You know, you can help out the family. Again, he lost his mom, his dad, and grandma in the same year. So please send your love. I'm going to leave you guys with that.
Yeah.
And on that, peace and blessings. Enjoy your Sunday. Peace.
Peace.
Hey guys, LordCognito here with some unfortunate news. I definitely want to speak to everyone in the realm, and as you know, ILP, we're pretty big, and we've got a lot of clan members and associates and friends, and this one goes out to one particular friend in particular from growing up from back in the day since our Channel 5 days, Lord Sinister. Many of you may be familiar with him. He's always playing Destiny with us in the ILP clan. If you played or you've been in Xbox Live party chats with me and anybody from the ILP fam, you know the Sinister name. He's always in the chats, always having fun, and it's probably helped you in a raid or two. But unfortunately, we're sad to announce that, you know, his mother recently passed away this morning. And we definitely want to send our loves and thoughts and condolences to his family, to him, his beautiful wife and son and children, and then obviously his mom, which he lost suddenly. And this year's been a rough year for him, it's particularly because in April he lost his dad to COVID complications and his grandmother as well. So if anything the realm could do, you know, when a fallen Lord is falling down and going through a tough time, you know, we want to reach out and we want to help as best as we can. So I'm putting this out there, call of arm to the realms, to help our brother, Lord Sinister, aka Edgardo Ortiz. Good friend. I've known this kid, you know, since back in the South Bronx, was playing games. Good guy, and going through some tough times. So whatever we can do to help would be greatly appreciated, and to really send off his family the right way. So it's LordCognito here. Again, any help is appreciated, and thank you for your time.